What's good? What's good, y'all? We are back with another stream of To the Baja. Before we get into it, shout out my boy Jay. You know, real big supporter of the show. Hope he's watching.
Your outfit is trash. Keep going.
I was waiting for someone to comment on it. Shout out my boys.
We don't have to comment.
Shout out the Cowboys, boy. We in Dallas, Texas.
Everyone watching right now is
gonna comment.
dying laughing.
Yeah.
Outfit
And
weak.
the jeans
He knew when to change the camera
And the
off.
jeans are ripped too.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
I'm 25. Of course I rip
He's
G's.
a cowboy, bruh.
Yeah. He's a cowboy.
Look the part.
He's a cowboy.
That shit weak, bro.
All right, whatever. Whatever. Let's get into some real shit. Real hoops. The Cavs are an interesting team, man. The Cavs are a very interesting team. They played the Celtics this past weekend and came in and stole a game from the Celtics. The Celtics almost went on a 3-game skid.
Yeah.
Just said chill on the boys. Shout out my boy Justin, man. Real Cowboys. Real Cowboys fans. But no, the Cavs had a very interesting weekend. They came back from 22 points to beat the Celtics in Boston.
It was an impressive win. I mean, I would say this. They were putting them boys in the backwood first quarter.
Oh yeah, they were.
Put them in the backwood. I texted the group chat, was just like, Boston on some shit right now.
But they couldn't miss.
And then next thing you know,
the next text was, "Is Cleveland going to come back?"
Yeah.
Right.
And they did and won the game.
And it's funny because Tatum and Jaylen Brown were hooping out of their minds.
They were cooking.
They were hooping out of their minds.
Cooking. This is my thing. Are you more concerned that Boston gave up the lead, or are you more impressed that Cleveland came back and won the game?
Where I stand?
Yeah.
I stand if True Holiday's not playing, I don't really have a whole lot to say right now.
Yeah.
This stretch shows you how important True Holiday is to this group.
Yeah.
On both ends of the floor. He connects them offensively, he connects them defensively. He can switch. He's versatile. And then just gives you another body.
Yeah.
Now you can bring Hauser off the bench. So I think it's,
I think I agree with you, because if you go back and watch the game, they were just bringing Sam up on everything.
Yeah, come here.
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah.
I need you up here, buddy.
Yep.
Let's dance. And they danced.
They were cooking his ass.
Donovan had one hell of a game. But kudos to the Cavs, man. Like,
Is he the most underrated star in the league?
I believe so.
Nobody talks about
he's
him
on the
like that.
JT shit, bro. Like, he's always on a good team.
And
He's always on a good team, so he doesn't have to do too much. The only time I really saw Donovan have to do so much was last year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He had to do so much for them to even be in the games.
Damn, huh?
To me, he's just so good.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
shoots it. He's mid-range, rim.
He dunking shit now.
Yeah, he's got.
Nah, he's not he's old, but he's like found the youth like early on.
Who's the key for you on that team?
On the
Cleveland.
Cavs,
Yeah.
I like the way they, they had guys out, but like DeAndre Hunter showed up last night. I think 32.
That might have been the move.
I think he's the key.
Yeah.
Because he gives them that defensive versatility. How does he continue to fit in? They got 20 games left. Continue to try to fit him in. Because I think you need him when it gets to the half court.
Yeah.
And then honestly, like, my key to that team is really the coaching staff.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna have some tough decisions late.
Yeah, but they're good. Johnny Bryant's as good as an assistant coach as there is in the NBA.
For sure.
And they're really good.
Yeah.
Coaching matters.
I think it's coaching, and they gotta have some tough decisions, because there are situations that Ty Jerome is their best point guard. And are you able to sit Garland and let Ty rock? Because he's been arguably the second best player on that team.
At times, yeah.
At times, he's the second best player on that team.
Last night, he was the second best player.
I
think that's where coaching comes in. It's to me, it's when guys are going. This is what I hate about some.
Oh my God.
Coaches is like they stick to what the routine is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like for a hooper, if I'm going and I'm feeling it, like if I'd have made a couple buckets and I'm supposed to come out at the 5-minute mark, don't take me out.
Don't do this.
You're just gonna mess my rhythm up. Keep me in, figure it out. So I think that's where the coaching comes in. If Ty's going, you got to keep Ty in.
Yeah.
Whoever's not going, but I think just Cleveland's connected together.
Mm-hmm.
I think they want to win.
Yeah.
And when you got guys that want to win, that stuff doesn't matter as much.
I would say this. Then what is keeping us fans in the league from seeing Cleveland as like true favorites in the East right now?
We just got to see it, bro.
It's the playoffs.
It's the playoffs. We got to see it. Everyone wants.
It's the same thing as OKC.
Yeah. Everyone wants. Everyone believes it because we're seeing a product that they're putting on the court every single night. Be like, they got a fucking chance.
They're beating.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Drew Holiday's a huge key to this thing, bro. Like when he's on the floor, when the Boston Celtics are healthy, it's just hard. It's hard to say
no against
them right now. And I think they're the closest team that can get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you look at like Porzingis hasn't played. Now, who knows if Porzingis will ever play?
Yes.
Yeah, true.
So is that like, is he hurt or is
What
that
he
like
hurt
a
now?
Rest saving for the playoffs? Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully
Drew
he gets
Holiday's the key though. He's got to be 100%.
He got to be Drew Holiday. Yes. He can't.
You know.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's like a finger or something that he has I think it's a finger issue he has right now.
Or Hong.
Just wait to the seat. Hong not focused because he's fucking eating.
Yeah.
So we don't have
Hong. Nah, I'm playing.
Did you do Uber Eats?
Greedy ass.
After I just said I wanted to order Uber Eats, you just did Uber Eats. Like
sick
that's
work,
crazy work.
Big greedy ass.
Bro, it's sick work.
It's the greed they
going
talk
on.
about
It's
in
the
the Bible
Canadians,
right
bro.
Right, I'm telling you, bro.
It's
It's some Canadian shit going on right now.
Yeah, like
bro.
we didn't even beat them in the hockey thing. They beat us. Like
Hey, we was just
We let y'all have that.
yeah.
Oh, hey, while we at it, shout out Dom Platt. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Dom Platt. He said he's shouting us out. He loves the show. He rocking with it. Shout out to you, man.
Tell all your friends and your family to tune in too, my boy.
Yep.
But no, I think the Cavs have a chance. They're playing good basketball. I think health is always the key. And I think taking care of the teams you're supposed to beat in the playoffs is very important. Like their first round matchup, that should be gentleman's sweep.
4-0.
It should be 4-0 or gentleman's sweep.
Yeah.
You should knock them up out of there. And I think if they do stuff like that, they have a real good chance of getting to where they want to get to.
And then like if you play the Pacers round 2, like you can't lose the first game
No.
at your home. Like you can't do stuff like that.
No.
That's got to be a 4-2.
You gotta handle your business because on paper they're better. They're the second best team in the East. On paper.
On paper, yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree.
they got they have to show up in the playoffs, and it's a huge playoff for every single one of them because they don't have any excuse not to be in the finals. Truthfully,
At least the Eastern Conference.
at least
and taking it to Game 7.
at least Eastern Conference Finals, and they need to go 7.
Yeah, I agree. I think anything under that is a fail. But you mentioned a good point earlier about coaching, or both of y'all did, coaching in the rhythm. If you have Ty hitting shots, he's supposed to come out, you leave him in. You play for Kenny Atkinson. Do you see him doing that? Especially getting close to the playoffs.
I've seen it firsthand. D'Lo's All-Star year. D'Lo wasn't doing the best closing games, and they just kept Spencer in because they were like, all right, we can.
That was Spencer's big year, right?
That was Spencer's big year, his coming out party. And
Shout out Spence.
they were just like, okay, we got to leave Spencer in there if we want to win some games.
Yeah.
And they did. And D'Lo handled it great. And then he's like, okay, I got to handle these situations better. And it helped him. And then we start leaving D'Lo at the end of the game, and he started winning games for us. So I could definitely see, like, Johnny and Kenny understand
Players.
They understand players, and they understand what type of situation they're in right now. They understand I've talked to Johnny. He's like, oh, we got to do it now.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Especially
it.
before you got to start
we're
playing.
good.
Like,
players.
we have the team now. We don't have no excuses. So they understand that. They're going to go with who is going to put them in the best position to win. And I think every coach should do that shit. Like, I don't care if, like, I mean, there's some guys that are anomaly, like Kevin Durant and
Bron.
Bron's, the Stephs. Like, they will come around. You just believe they've earned that. But like guys on Cleveland, I think the only guy who's earned that is Donovan.
Yeah. And I thought even Donovan himself would tell you if Todd Rome cooking, let him cook.
Don will go back in that game. Don go back. Nah, hell no.
Okay,
Don going back in that game. But I think everyone else is who's playing the best because Ty Jerome is proven.
Yeah.
Bro, he has impressed me.
He's
bro.
a bucket.
He is balling.
His pace is great.
It's insane, bro. And savvy.
Yeah, he feels.
His feel for the
he's
game is
just
great.
Really, really good.
Really good.
Nah, I think that's a really good take. Well, hopefully we get to see Cleveland get tested this playoffs. I mean, I'm interested to see. To me, they're the most interesting team that I'll be looking out for this playoffs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Joel Embiid and the 76ers. They finally called it a year for Joel Embiid.
Thank God.
The interesting part about this is that if he does not play in another year, that they could file for medical retirement.
That's crazy.
Which would inevitably get his contract off the books. Ooh. And the last time I think we've seen this, me and Hong were talking about it before the show. The last time we seen this was Chris Bosh. Shout out Chris Bosh, by the way.
Oh yeah. I forgot he had that.
He had blood clots. Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. I think this is the best thing for the Sixers. The best thing for Joel Embiid. He really gets to go and just get healthy.
Yeah.
Put your best foot forward. Get healthy. And because we've seen what it's like when he's healthy. Mm-hmm. He clearly wasn't healthy all year. So the dude's a monster, bro.
Nah, he is.
He's so good. And it's so unfortunate because everyone's seen him be so good. He's won an MVP. He's dominated at the highest level. He was the best center
in the league.
Yeah. And you had to shit.
I must have had some.
Yeah, no, yeah. I said 4 a year.
It, but then I about threw up when I said it.
No,
so
I
that
didn't.
means,
I wasn't.
I said 4 a year because I don't think he is.
It's tough. It's tough. He was one of the best centers in the league.
He's never on the top. He's never been on the top 2.
He's always been top 2.
He's always been top 2.
So knowing that you just want to see him healthy and you want to see what this Sixer team is actually like with the healthy Joel Embiid, healthy Paul George. He seems to be healthy. I don't know, but you just want to see what they are. But it should have been done this shit.
Well, let me pose a question because you mentioned Paul George. Now I think I'm sorry. Now I think that since this has happened, now we reevaluate Paul George's comments from last show. What do we think that Paul George should do from this? Because they're obviously not going to make the playoffs now because of this. I don't think.
Man,
Paul's got to say what Paul's got to say. Like, at the end of the day, that's why dudes play, right? To win a championship. And, like, Paul's going to say whether Paul believes it or not. I don't know if he does or not. Like, Philly at this point is not in a position to even be close to a championship. I don't even think if they had Joel, they'd be close to a championship.
I agree.
You know, I don't know. The Sixers are making the right move. Joel's making the right move. Mm-hmm. He shouldn't have played in the Olympics. This should have been done in the summer.
Absolutely.
So respect to Joel for playing in the Olympics, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, but it probably should have been handled earlier, and Philly would be in a different situation. But I'm always concerned with injuries with 7-footers, right? Where it's anything lower body. You take your Porzingises, you take your, Mitchell Robinson, who, good God, that just is a mess.
Fuck Wemby.
Guys like that, like it concerns. They seem to always get re-injured, even the Anthony Davis type, right? But like he said, man, I remember a couple years. I mean, watching him up close was like, what?
What do you do?
What do you do?
There's really nothing you can do. And that's how talented he is. And that's why everyone's just like, fuck, bro. Like, can we just get over this injury hump? Can you just be a little bit more consistent and stay on the floor? And like I said, it's been bad luck. It's not like he's going out there doing dumb shit and hurting himself, but it's just like, it's tough. But the Paul situation, this year's done.
Yeah, this year's done. He played better down the stretch versus Golden State, it was good to kind of see him make some of the old Paul George
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
But this year's done. Like, I think Paul knows that.
Yeah.
Like, Paul's not sitting there saying we're gonna win a championship.
Yeah.
Like, he knows that. But
He's
like,
probably just saying finish the right way.
yeah.
And like I said, all you can do is respect that.
Yeah, it's professional.
Because it's professional and go from there. But
I just kind of wonder, do you think that just for, health reasons, he's getting older and what else could be going on maybe in his life? Should he just also follow suit? Or do you think right now is a good time for him to get his
If he's
work
not
on
hurt,
confidence?
he needs
if
to
he's
hoop.
not hurt, he need to play.
Okay.
For sure. There would be a time where they shut it down. Like
Yeah.
the last 2 weeks, they probably shut it down.
Yeah.
But there's not much of the season left.
Yeah,
What-
like if he's got
Only,
like
what,
a
6 weeks
knee, a
left?
nagging knee thing or something like that,
yeah,
then sit him down. But if
Yeah.
he's not hurt, like play. That's what you get paid to do.
you're
Play.
getting paid to play, and you haven't played well.
Yeah, get yourself in rhythm.
Get in rhythm, feel good about yourself going into the summer,
Yeah.
and then come back into next season full throttle and ready to go.
Yeah, it's not like you're top 2 seed and you're playing for anything at this point. It's like, and this is a great time to try to get back in rhythm because, Joel's out. Philly fans will probably know what time it is.
Yeah.
So you get time to get back in rhythm and stuff and try to, get. To me, it's Paul George's confidence, and it's always players' confidence.
1000%.
And if I'm a coach or if I'm a trainer, if I'm anything, I'm like, yo, what gets you to be the most confident version of yourself? And that's
Are you
where
trying
Paul-
not to make the play in if you're Philly?
I'm trying
Absolutely.
to lose as much as possible
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Why would you
because
do
I
that?
want to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is a good draft.
And like that's what I'm saying. You get like, I think if they're at 5 or like you pull a Trey Johnson into that mix or a
you get a top 6 pick.
And they're big.
a big
And they're big.
the Maluka kid from Duke or somebody like that.
Yeah.
And everybody else comes back healthy. Now it's like, okay. And you get the young boy from Duke.
You can get the young boy for Duke.
Yeah,
you can
fingernail
get young boy from South Carolina. He's nice.
Hey, Boyles.
He's good.
Tough.
He can play.
Hooper.
Like I said, I agree with you because I can give you a perfect example. Philly need to do exactly what Dallas did my last year.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Lost?
was being pissed.
You fucked around, got Derek Lively.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they could if you really screw up, like really just like call it,
Yeah.
and you fall into like that top 3, 4 range. The only dude you're not gonna get from Philly is Harper because you got Maxey.
Yeah.
But you can go get like,
Yeah.
it depends who you like, Ace Bailey or
Yeah. Like I said, you got to keep losing.
Yeah.
It's the problem is you're playing these guys. They're talented. They can win you a game.
Quentin Grimes won a game.
Yes. Come on, bro. Like,
Hey,
they beat a good Warriors team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they got the Blazers tonight.
And the
Yeah, so you
Blazers,
can win.
Blazers almost beat the Cavs.
Yeah. Like I said, it's
they fighting
tough.
for a draft pick.
It's tough. I think they definitely need to try to just go for a pick at this point. It's a wash. They're a championship or bust team. This
I
is
think
a
that's the
bust.
best thing
Yeah.
for their organization. Like, what's the point in winning right now?
Nothing.
It's
You're
like the
gonna-
Giants. Why the hell were we winning when we needed a number 1 pick? It's because we're idiots.
It's crazy.
Like, what are we doing?
was so
the
stupid.
dumbest people of all
That
time.
was so stupid, bro.
So dumb. And they canceled that whole show because we're idiots. Fuck, man. What a joke. The
It sucks
Commanders
having
go and get
idiots
Debo.
teams. Yeah. Shout out
Shout out to the Commanders, man.
good GMs. That's all I'm gonna say.
I hope he's a cancer.
Shout out to Debo, boy.
I agree. Me too.
Welcome to the squad, bruh.
Yeah, shut that shit up.
Debo, has to be the number 1.
He know better, bruh.
Nah.
What?
We have a culture over there.
What's your culture?
The culture is winning.
Winning.
Yes,
It's the
we
first year
win.
you've won.
Oh yeah.
But we got a culture now.
I don't even know
bruh.
how we got here.
Because
I
you said
got
something
here.
about the Giants.
I got us here.
you
That's
got
right.
us
you
here.
did,
That's
yeah.
my fault.
Don't do that.
Next, Anthony Edwards. When I say Anthony Edwards, what comes to mind? What do you say?
Why don't you just say it?
Oh,
Because he's eating Uber
He's
Eats.
already talking.
He's over there eating salad.
he said who's
oh.
better when healthy, Anthony Davis or Joel Embiid?
When healthy?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, I count Ant normally as a 4 because he likes to claim he's a 4. So, but If you count him as a 5,
That's
then
hard.
that is actually a good question.
Or in their prime, like prime healthy.
That's a tough one. Who's better, Anthony Davis or
I'm doing
Joel
the
Embiid?
coin flip like they did in
Yeah.
USC
Yeah.
and Texas.
I think
dumb
I
shit
want
is that?
I
So
want
dumb.
I'd say I probably want Ant just because the versatility on defense.
Hey, Joel, when
Joel
Joel
Embiid
wants
can
to
play
score
defense.
50, he can score 50.
I'm not saying he can't play defense, but he not guarding the one.
I'm gonna say I would go. Golly, bro, that is hard.
That's tough.
That's a tough decision right there.
Who came up with that, Hong?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Hunk came
Why
up
would
with
you do that? No, I think it's 1-1. Not even 1A, 1B.
Yeah,
I think it's what you-
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. If
I
I
think
could
it's what
pick.
you prefer in the lineup that you putting them in.
Yeah.
If you're starting a franchise, who you're drafting.
I think Joel is more of like your. How about this
Anthony Davis,
comparison?
probably.
Can we do this?
Mm-hmm.
Go back in the day. Joel's more your Shaquille O'Neal type.
Yeah,
He can
Yeah.
be super dominant when he wants. Obviously, he didn't play like Shaq.
Yeah.
AD's more your Hakeemish, a little bit more versatile defender. But either or, I want.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's kind of what you prefer.
Who would you want, Shaq or Hakeem, in their prime? Shaq.
Shaq.
Yeah. Never mind. That was stupid.
that's why I think I might go. Shit, I don't know, bro.
I want to say Embiid, but fuck.
I might go Embiid.
That's what I'm saying. I think I have
Hakeem
to.
is the most
Hakeem had help.
is as underrated. What?
He
Yeah,
had help.
who?
He
Who
for
he
sure
had
had help, but
who?
not the
Yeah.
same type of help you talking about.
He had Mario Ellie.
He had Kenny Smith.
Nah, Clyde
Okay.
Drexler went on that
Anyway,
team.
can you keep going?
On the teams he went on that team.
Carolina guy.
Come on, man.
But again,
Big
so
time 3-point shooter.
back to what we were saying. Anthony Edwards. What do we think when we hear Anthony Edwards' name?
I think Anthony Edwards has taken the reins of being the best shooting guard in the league.
What about you?
He's
T?
a dog. He's a dog, and
No,
When
are we talking basketball?
Yeah. No.
I love everything about Anthony.
Yeah.
My biggest thing with Ant is understanding the game situations,
Yeah.
and if he can understand that, they're really, really good.
Yeah.
It's the, he gets hot, like he got hot in that third quarter,
Yeah.
and you can't, like he said,
The OKC game was nuts.
he's got that Jordan switch, that like in Kobe switch on him, where
Yeah.
he
got
can
kill
get
mode
bucket,
switch.
bucket.
Yeah.
If he can just understand certain situations a little bit better, they're dangerous. And he's dangerous because, and Julius said it after the game, he said, Ant can win us games, which he can.
Absolutely.
He just has
He's
this
just got
killer
to keep learning.
He just has this killer mentality that's scary.
I just I brought that up because, as you know, he got his 16th technical the other day.
Ain't nobody worried about that though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
He almost died too last night. Shout out Brad Beal.
Yeah, shout
Yeah,
out,
he did.
shout out
Brad-
Brad. He did
Brad
almost kill him.
that was
And they
nuts,
didn't call
yeah.
a foul.
They did not. Yeah,
Which is
It's
insane.
insane.
2-hand shove.
I'm going to be
Which is
honest.
insane.
I'm getting another tech.
Hey,
I
So-
got
but-
to get another tech.
but this is
But
why he
shout
don't
out
want to
Ant
do
for
it. Though.
not.
This is why he didn't want to do it.
Huh?
He lost. So
He
this
lost
year,
600K
yeah,
in one day.
no, the year he lost 300K. in
He
one
lost
day.
300K the other day.
and they charged. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
35.
I thought it was 600K in that one day.
No,
For
this
the year?
And it
is a lot
brings
of
to
money.
me up the topic is one of his caveats, keeping his cool in certain situations where he should.
He'll get over that shit. Who gives a fuck? I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
just
These
Ant.
refs be wrong as fuck sometimes.
And that brings up my next question. Do we think that refs are getting way too lenient with these texts?
Lenient?
Not lenient, I'm sorry. Too
Yeah, the
Whistle happy.
refs are idiots.
whistle happy. Because
It's a personal thing with refs all the way through.
They're so prideful.
Because he had 15 all of last year through 79 games.
I had a ref say to me, right? This is fifth grade. He said to me, "You can't talk to me." I said, "I paid for this tournament, which means I'm paying for you to be here, buddy."
Drop a bar in. Drop a bar in.
Yeah.
You did pay you paying for him to be
But
there.
then we got no calls of rest.
Oh yeah. You got nothing.
None.
He's like,
But it's,
okay.
it's
It's like
for
dudes
sure-
were getting slapped. Kids were getting slapped right in front of us. I'm like, yo, that's a foul. Oh yeah, I can't talk to you. My fault, fella.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a pride thing.
It
Ant has to. He has to be a pro at this point, and that's what he was a pro last night.
I thought he was.
Huh? Fuck no.
No, you get graded.
You
They
got
just
to
get
snitch
grades.
on him.
Like I think they get reviewed by the NBA, but it's like
This has been a thing
subjective.
for years now. That is never going to change. bro.
But it is like I'll give refs, not in 4th grade, in 5th grade. I'll give refs at the NBA level at times a pass because that game is super fast. It's super physical. If you really wanted, you could call a foul every time down the court.
Every time.
What I think needs to happen is before the game, you tell everybody, all right, this is how this is going to be officiated, right? We're going to play physical, right? Like if you get bumped, drive through the bump.
Yep.
Or, hey, like we're calling the little stuff today.
And that
so
could be based off personnel.
just let players know so players can adapt.
Mm-hmm.
But if one guy, ref A is calling it one way, ref B is calling it the other way, that's why these players are like, yo, what are we doing?
1,000%.
exactly.
1,000. And what all that comes down to is transparency.
That's it.
No one can get mad at you if I come to you before the game and be like, listen, we're calling all the little shit today, so you better clean it the fuck up.
Yeah.
Bet. I told you.
Yeah.
I told you before the game how I'm calling it. So you can't come to me and yell at some shit, right?
Yeah.
That's the issue right now. There's no transparency. You're going into the game guessing. That's why playoff basketball is always better because you know how they're calling it.
It's
Yeah.
going to be physical.
It's going to be
gonna be
physical.
physical.
It's going to be a way that you're able. They're not calling all that little shit because it's playoff basketball. So you never, like you see people complain, but it's never as crazy as it is in the regular season. So that just has to be cleaned up. If we're going to do that, just keep it like that all the fucking time.
I just don't like how there's like so much gray area for what's a take. I think that's what it is. Like it's so much gray. Like it can literally be almost anything. Like I was watching Unrivaled, and I was watching Rakia Jackson hoop, and she got like a tick just for blocking a shot, and she just said what, and they gave her a tick for that. Just what?
No, it's a lot of sensitivity, man. I think one thing, we need to let guys talk shit.
God, can
That's
we please?
like you see. So Missoula, you remember that Missoula quote where he was like, all the other American sports they have like fighting and
and shit.
entertainment. It's like
Why can't people talk shit?
Well, you can't even dunk on somebody anymore.
Hey, yeah,
You
hey,
like,
yeah.
You can't hang on the rim
Yo,
either.
if I dunk, bro, I would get a technical
Bro,
question.
it is absolutely
For numerous reasons.
It's insane to
fact.
me.
You can't hang on the rim anymore.
You can't give me a good reason why this is not okay.
Oh, it's so corny.
Hockey lets these motherfuckers fight.
Baseball lets people fight. Every other sport lets
And the
everyone
refs
fight.
get out the
besides
way.
them.
And they get out the way.
And
Yes.
they,
You can't. You
Every
dunk on
others-
somebody. You dunk on somebody. You should be like, "What, motherfucker?" Like you should be able
Yes.
to say
Hey,
something
for,
to this.
for all
Absolutely.
my Canadian audiences, I'm gonna just tell y'all, as Americans, what we love more than anything is violence. Just keep it in the butt. Football is the sport. Football and
Yeah.
hockey are like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hold up. Football's softer than
Yes.
cotton shit now.
I'm no, but
They made
originally,
it like that, for
originally
sure.
when it was America's sport, it was when it was super
Yeah,
violent.
it ain't the same way. You can
Like,
you hit
UFC is a
somebody-
thing.
If you hit somebody hard in football and you're like, like if I hit somebody, I'm like, yeah.
If you run
This the
somebody
type
over,
of
if
time
you
we're
run
on.
somebody over in football, you can have the football spin the
Oh,
ball on the
man.
ground. Oh, they're throwing that's
I'm
15.
stepping like,
But that's what
I'm
I'm-
stepping over top of you. I'm probably gonna like,
You
oh,
talk
that's
about
crazy.
viewership.
That's what you want.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Adam Silver.
Viewership going through the
If
roof.
you want people to start back watching games, let them do what hockey does.
Let
Let them get
people-
their fade. Do a little penalty box.
Listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody. I don't need to see no damn fighting.
You don't have
I
to
do.
fight. Let them
Just
talk.
let them talk
Let
shit.
them
I do.
bark.
Let them bark.
Yeah, no. At least let them get in each
Let
other's face.
them, let
and
them
talk
get
shit.
each other face, talk shit. Boom. You can't guard me. All right, you can't guard me.
Let
blah,
them-
blah,
let them
blah,
be able to
blah,
dunk.
blah.
But that's what I'm
taunt.
saying. Like you're telling the best basketball players in the world, right? So the best athletes in the world, you're telling them in competitive moments
Oh my god.
to try to relax. Like, shut up.
Like,
Come on, bro.
You
Like,
telling
let them
Shaq
dudes talk.
when he's dunking on was it Dunleavy Senior where he pushed him?
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Like, what are you talking about?
Listen, Chris Paul
that's
is
fun.
like a big brother to me. When we played him in the playoffs, I'm
Barking.
talking shit. I'm talking cash shit. We ain't brothers in that moment. We're competitors. But at the end of the day, we come back.
Yeah.
We cool. If you want beefs, that's the way to get some beef. Let people talk shit. I just don't see a big issue in it. You know, we're not condoning fighting.
Who would you talk like the person I talk the most shit with in my life is my brother.
Yeah.
People you care about, yeah.
And like, what are we doing? It's so corny. I hate. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start watching
bullies
hockey.
Peter, by the way.
Yeah. He said bullies Peter.
Peter, blink twice if you're in trouble. No, but I agree. I think. Say it again.
Man, damn.
I mean, maybe corporate initiative, like cool, but I think they want viewership more than anything. But do they want money? I think Google wants money more than that.
Viewership go up.
That's what I'm saying. If viewership go up, I think they care about money more than that.
That bread goes up. They go.
A corporation cares more about money than morals.
I don't know if those big corporations care about all this shit they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They care about a fight.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. Next, my GOAT, LeBron is set to be the first player to reach 50,000 points regular season. Hey, yeah, shout out to the King, man. Shout out to King. He actually. So when I did this topic, I wrote it this way because I didn't know if he was actually going to reach it last night or not. I'm so glad I didn't definitely put it in definite terms. Because I've been so hot.
No, we would look stupid as shit. Ain't he
But
like 1 point away?
He's 1 point away. He's going to get
weak
it.
as hell.
So, but my thing is this. If he is not the GOAT in your eyes, what is keeping him from being the GOAT in your eyes? Like, what is the deciding factor that's like, oh, I can't make him the GOAT?
So, God, what the hell was it? I had this. I was listening to something. No, I was listening to J.R. Smith. And J.R. Smith is friend.
Squeaking hard as fuck.
It's this, we in the club. So, you know, it's sticky in this motherfucker. It was lit last night.
No, what's up with that? The hallway sticky.
That's what we just said.
Is it the hallway?
Everything is sticky right here.
Come on, bro. I told you it'd be turnt in here.
Hey.
42 up.
Yeah, we should stream when the club is lit.
That'd be crazy.
Crazy.
That'd be lit.
Lit though. Yeah.
But the reason, and this is where it officially has, Michael Jordan is the GOAT. LeBron is a close second. Yesterday, I listened to J.R. Smith talk about he's friends with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, and all these guys, right? Magic. This was in the top 75 moment, and they were all talking. Everybody in there chatting, catching up.
They shut up when Jordan walked
And
in.
he said, when Michael Jordan got there, everyone just stopped talking, and he walked right past everybody and said, "What's up to Magic?" And then everyone went about themselves. That aura is the greatest of all time.
All right, and then I'm gonna counter that. I'm gonna counter that, right?
I don't know how you're gonna counter that.
Bro, do you not remember the bubble when niggas was saying on TV that they were going to do what Bron did?
These are guys. Let me go ahead and let me counter that. Let me counter that. You're talking about the bubble of guys who are not at the caliber of LeBron James.
Yeah.
We're talking about the top 75 players ever to play this game in one room. And when Michael Jordan, Bron's already in there.
True.
Bron, they're like, cool, Bron in here. When Michael Jordan walks in the room, it gets quiet. That's a different level, man.
So aura is a deciding factor in the GOAT.
Or is a deciding factor for me. That's for me.
So where do we put SGA in the GOAT conversation?
What the fuck is his aura?
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Oh, I was about to say.
Obviously joking. But I think he's like 42,000 right now, right?
I think Kansas plays Houston tonight. That should be a good game.
Hey, I'm actually very excited for that. No
me ask
bullshit.
you
I'm
this.
actually very excited for that game.
Was Jokic top 75?
Yeah, is he?
I think so, yeah.
I think
Was
he
he?
was.
Pretty sure.
He should be if he wasn't. Because Giannis was.
Was Paul George?
No.
No.
He.
Jokic wasn't top.
But I think it's because
How long ago was that?
That
it was like 3 years ago.
2020.
Was it
really?
2020?
That long?
I think it's 2021. I think it's 21. The year after the bubble. That's 4 years ago.
He's won 3 MVPs.
He's won 3 MVP. I think he had 1 at the time, so that's probably
He's
why.
so good, bro.
If this had happened like just 2 years after he'd been in it,
easily.
it just yeah.
So
Yeah.
Dame was in it though, right?
I'll give you guys active players.
Giannis,
Yeah, he should be in.
Melo,
Yeah.
Steph.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis, KD.
Can we both make the same face?
Kawhi Leonard, Dame,
So Kawhi don't deserve a statue. He's top 75 player all time.
Chris Paul.
You don't think Chris Paul in there?
Wait a minute. No.
Some of these guys are gonna get knocked out.
At some point, yeah.
Jokic is in there.
Jokic is
Anthony
taking somebody's
Davis
spot.
was top 75?
It's fresh off the championship. It's recency fatigue or recency bias.
That's still. How many first teams has Anthony Davis had?
I ain't gonna lie, Anthony Davis' resume is kind of
9 or 10.
sick. Yeah, it's kind of
9,
sick.
10, 10 maybe.
First teams?
Yeah,
Oh, that's another one.
yeah. I mean, if you look at his
That's 10 NBA. That's,
I'm top 75.
he should have at least 2 depoys, honestly.
that shit.
National champion.
Huh?
The All-Star Game MVP. Don't
Yeah,
we talk about
I don't
that.
know why.
Yeah, Dame got one of them hoes.
No, I agree. Is Tatum top 75?
Yes.
He'll knock him out of some. Yeah, he'll knock one of them players out at some point.
Without that's how is he not?
Donovan.
I mean, in 2021 he was. I think now. he
Okay,
is.
let's go.
Yeah.
This is Donovan better than Dame?
Donovan Mitchell. I don't believe so.
Why?
Right now, or
Will
like
Donovan have a better career than Dame? Yeah.
don't think so.
Bro, I'm going to be honest. Dwight
ain't
Howard
gonna-
not being in top 75 is absolutely
I'm gonna
criminal.
say this why
I have no issue with
to
that.
answer your
Go.
Dame question. He took an insane team to the Western Conference Finals that he should not have taken.
Who?
The Ennis Cantor
He did.
Rodney Hood team, they should not have been.
The
They
fact
should
that
not
you
have been.
just- His name is Freedom, bro.
All right, bro. All right, bro.
His name is Freedom.
They should
bro.
not have been to that. Like that year they beat Paul George and them. They should not have been that far. That playoff, that was Paul George's like best season. What are you talking? What do you?
But
What are you talking
This
about?
is my thing, bro. Like, this is a real question.
The Thunder were good that year. What are you talking about?
We were talking about Ant. Are you taking Ant or Book?
What?
Ant.
Yeah.
I'm taking.
It's not even close.
Now, right? If I had a choice today,
Yeah. Is it close?
no.
No, not really.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Huh? Book and guard.
Yeah.
You know the best
And-
defend.
Ant can give you things that I think nobody in the league can give you.
Yeah.
And I think he's a
Yeah.
true leader of his team. In a
You said
different
what, bro?
I think he's a true leader of his team in a different aspect than Book is.
I
Maybe
think.
Ant, the only reason I would take Booker is because he's a little bit more mature.
Yes. Yes.
But Ant,
He's definitely more mature than
Ant's
Ant.
gonna
Oh,
figure
100%.
that part out.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
You know?
what is he? 24? 20?
And he got.
That's what I'm saying. He's
This is pissing me
like,
off.
bro.
Don't put the camera. And he got.
Yeah.
Crazy. You put the camera. I always said don't put the y'all.
How weak as fuck, bro.
I mean, please don't put the camera. He puts the camera. Me.
I would take Ant over a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would too. I think, yeah.
I guess Don would have something to say about that. Being the best shooting guard in the league.
I
Donovan
like
Mitchell.
Donovan a lot, but I
Yeah,
like Donovan a lot.
The
I do like Donovan a lot.
It's
No, I know you do. I'm
it's
not
got to
saying
be
you don't.
winning. Like whoever, you know. But Ant went to the East or Western Conference Finals last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Don's got to
Don ain't been there.
but I think he should this
He
year.
should be this year, yeah. And he
Man,
Could win
this
that.
is a big playoffs for
this
Don,
is
bro.
this is
This is.
I want to see him go to the final. I wanted to see them go to the finals. I want the Cavs to go to
We
the
was talking
finals.
about Brian.
You want Cleveland to go to the finals? No,
yeah.
I'm glad we got off that.
Oh yeah, no, we got so the second part of that is the Lakers
Oh god.
have the 2 seed. They lock the 2 seed up now. Or not lock it up, but they have it right now. Is it time to start taking them serious in the West.
Yeah. Whenever you have Luka and LeBron, you got to be taken seriously. The biggest thing I think will be what the matchups are in the playoffs, right? And then
I have a theory on that.
and
too.
then how deep you are in the playoffs. Like if they are playing Denver, like it was cool you beat Denver one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, but let's not like say they're the second best team in the NBA now
Yeah.
after 7 games
Come on, bro.
or 9 games. Like stop with that shit, man.
Because I think the biggest thing for me is like they are good.
Very.
They're a good team, but they really are a big away. They do need a big.
They do.
But
It's actually.
This is the thing, Jackson Hayes though,
It's playing well.
and it's not even. And this is like it just goes back to just play hard.
Yeah.
He plays hard. He doesn't do what he's not supposed to do. He covers up for them defensively. He's offensively, like he's a DHO guy, screener. I'm gonna lob threat dunk. He does nothing else.
Yeah.
And it's like
And that's how they need him to do.
Thank you. But it's like then you go to this one. It was cute the coverage they had on Jokic, right? But they'll adjust to that.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna defensively? You know, how are you playing that?
And that was
Who
the best
becomes
for
the
Lakers.
best player of that series?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
either Jokic or it's Luka or LeBron.
LeBron. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just in a playoff series, I do want to see like who takes the reins.
But I
Yeah.
mean, because they'll play them probably second round.
I want to know how this shit about to pan out, bro.
I do. I want
have
to hear
experience
everything.
about. Let's-
Yeah,
Lakers gonna play the Mavs in first round.
I was gonna say that too. I'll say they're gonna play.
That shit's gonna be a movie.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna be a
I was
movie.
gonna say that.
First round is gonna be Lakers, Mavs,
who you taking?
Mavs.
Mavs.
If they're healthy, Mavs win.
Mavs for sure.
If they're not healthy, I think the Lakers get them.
It depends on how healthy Lively and AD gonna be. If they can get,
If they, it just depends what big. Now, if they got AD, Dallas winning.
oh
Huh?
yeah. I think if they got Lively, that it really gonna be close because they just don't have.
No, you need AD.
No,
you
gotta-
need
no,
AD
no, no.
for sure. But
Lively himself ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
You need Anthony Davis. But yeah, it is looking spooky over there.
it is.
They'll make it. Phoenix is done.
Phoenix is out.
Phoenix is cooked.
Who? Who?
Phoenix is done. Phoenix is
Yeah,
done.
no, they'll make it.
Look at the standings.
But
Oh, you're saying make it out the plan. I thought you said make the plan.
because they
Oh,
got,
yeah, yeah.
they got to
If
play like
they're-
Minnesota.
If they're healthy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. The problem is,
Not
but
necessarily.
dude, it's so crazy. Everything changes every day. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
it's that time of the season.
it's
where
that time of the season. Everything changes every day. The Mavs got the Kings today. So huge game.
I mean,
They
everything
got to get healthy
for
fast.
those top teams. Everything matters.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I think they said AD could probably be back in like what, a couple weeks.
And that was last week.
That's what I'm saying. Like they can get AD by spring break. It's looking real scary.
When is spring break? We ain't
Spring
had
break,
that.
you
I
talking
forgot
about
I'm
schools, bro?
Yeah, I forgot. I'm back in
When
college
the
right
hell
now.
when is spring
Oh,
break?
you still in college?
Yeah.
No, I went back for grad program.
Oh, so you know when spring break is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
When's spring
But you,
The weekend of like the 15th.
yeah.
Yeah.
break? Gotcha.
No.
Fuck no.
No.
What? If Ray was here, he would say that.
I mean, like
I want to see it in the playoffs. You
But they
lost
been-
first round last year.
Second
shit.
round.
They still ain't.
Or
They still
second
ain't
round
beat
to
the
the
fucking
Mavs.
Mavericks.
Ooh.
They
So
still
you
ain't.
don't think
Beat the Mavericks game.
the Lakers can beat OKC?
This, you know what I think?
I'm not sure about that
If-
actually.
If you don't turn the ball over against OKC, they're beatable. Very beatable. They
Now that's hard to
feed-
do.
They feed off turnovers. And, you know,
They like to
again, that
run.
goes to reffing, though. Like, you watch how physical they are on the wings. Like, if they decide to ref that series a certain way,
I would say this. OKC, the Lakers are a bad matchup for OKC because
they're not going to turn it over.
they're not going to turn the ball over because they got Luka and Bron.
They're always going to get a good
They're
shot.
always going to get a good shot. And they got wings that can guard with Doe, with Vanderbilt, with Jackson Hayes just rolling to the rim. And Bronner guard, what's his name?
J-Dub?
God, Holgram, Chet.
Oh, yeah.
He'll guard him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it'd be neutralized, but it'd be
Yeah.
It'll be
He's
changed.
just so much stronger than him.
yes.
He's so much stronger than him.
That's why he said the physicality of the playoffs. That shit changes.
Chet not used to that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
Chet's never played in it yet.
As I say, yeah, he's not used to that.
Exactly. You said OKC and everyone else. Let me ask you this.
The Nuggets.
Let me go to the
today.
standings again. For Nuggets.
I think the Nuggets.
I think Memphis can get them.
I don't know about that. Yeah,
I think Memphis can get them.
I don't think so.
I think anyone in the West.
Can get OKC.
The West is
In a 7
is
game?
tough.
It's
man.
close.
It is. No, I agree, but
This shit close, bro. It ain't gonna be easy. Do you understand? Like, if you're looking at the standings right now, I personally think the Clippers might get into the play-in.
Who moves up?
because someone.
I think Golden State moves up.
I think Minnesota moves up.
So you think?
Go look at Golden State's schedule, though.
Minnesota's got the easiest schedule in the league.
Do they? Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
I think you're right though. I think it's Golden State or Minnesota, and then it's how quick AD comes back too is in there too.
Yeah, Minnesota. If Minnesota becomes mature and does it the right way, they got Brooklyn twice the last part of the month,
No, look at
and
this.
they got the Jazz last game of the
This
season.
listen to this. But listen to
That's what I'm
Minnesota.
saying. I was saying the Mavs.
76ers, Hornets, Heat, Spurs without Wemby, Nuggets. That's a tough game in Denver. Then you got Orlando, Jazz, Pacers, Pelicans,
Orlando
Pelicans,
injured.
Pacers, Suns at home, Pistons. Like
You know what I'm scared of Minnesota? You know what's scary about Minnesota right now? They're playing good basketball, and Rudy's going to have to come back. I'll talk about it. That's a fucking issue. They
That is
have
an
they have a serious.
they look good last night.
They look really good, where the way they are playing and the way they can play in different ways, it's very special right now.
Yo, I gotta go. Mini is in.
The Kings are
you know where I
out.
stand.
Kings are out. I think Clippers and
I think Clippers.
I think Clippers and
who won't make the playoffs? The Suns. Those.
Really is.
I'm going Timberwolves in. You know I gotta go Timberwolves in. Well,
Sack's not
Dallas
making
is
it.
out.
Clippers.
I think Golden State is in the play-in. I think.
I think the Clippers might
Who
fall
loses?
out. I think
Ooh, that's health.
I think the Clippers might fall out.
I think if Dallas is healthy, Dallas definitely gets in.
Yeah,
Right.
if we don't get healthy quick enough, we're out.
I think.
it's not.
So then
about
you got
getting healthy
Golden
quick
State
enough.
and the Clippers.
They're gonna get in the
Imagine
play-in.
that for an 8 seed.
They gotta be acclimated.
I'm
too
going
by
go.
then.
Of course you do.
Minnesota's getting the 6th seed.
I think it's Golden State or Mini.
That schedule's too easy. I'm gonna tell you why I think it's Minnesota, because if you look at
Well, the
Minnesota
7th seed
play,
gets 2
Minnesota
shots.
plays the Jazz. They play the Jazz at the very end of the year. Oh, you can't ask for a better game. It's nasty. The Jazz already gonna be in Cancun. I just told you, Sack, Clippers out.
Yeah, that's what I agree. That's what I said. Yeah, I said Clippers gonna be out.
Sack, Clippers are gone.
Well, they're out the playoffs, and then Golden State.
Golden
Timberwolves,
State,
Mavericks.
Minnesota, Dallas,
Yeah,
So if Dallas is your 8 seed,
and you play
you're
OKC.
playing OKC.
I don't think OKC wants to see the Mavericks
poor
first round.
Problem, bro.
Lord.
They don't want to see the Mavericks, and
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you what's
Lakers.
gonna happen.
who?
Yeah, for sure.
But that's not a bad thing though, because AD will have fresh legs.
AD's just. Hey, watch me work.
True, but I think the defense
if
they'll
you get
adjust
all
defensively
three
like
bigs
that.
back-
I think.
Tell him, bro.
I think the defensive part they'll adjust very.
'Cause they don't
quickly to
gotta play
that.
a lot of minutes.
If they can offensively adjust during that first round, I think they'll be fine.
It's scary because Lively not out his boot yet. It's
Scary. Yeah, no, he'll be back right before the playoffs. Like we'll get him during that time.
like, what the fuck did he do?
But no, he had like a very small injury in his foot, like not a
It's
small
not-
injury,
no,
but like
no,
a very
it-
microscopic thing.
You're talking about bigs though. Like I think it's easier when you got guys that have the ball in their hands. That's harder to implement. Oh yeah, you don't give him Anthony Davis. Yeah, you
But
go
he'll
play.
be back.
Did
Anthony
you,
Davis will be back this month though.
okay, did you see the first game he played? I don't think they play OKC. I think they're gonna play 7-8. They're
You
gonna
think they'll
win
get
that
to
game
7?
and they're gonna play
The Lakers.
the Lakers.
That's
God.
Huh?
what. Yeah.
Lakers gonna stay in 2.
Yeah,
It's a clear.
it's just still a tough.
It's a
series.
tough matchup, and it's something they have not seen. They ain't seen it, or Dallas seen it, so it's really a wash. At that point, hey, listen, I'm excited for it, man.
Yeah.
We'll see the hair going on.
Hey, but next, Mitch Robinson made his season debut the other day with the Knicks. Again, I know we talked about the things that the Knicks are missing for making them actual contenders. One is, their interior defense. Do we think that Mitch's return will actually help them? Do we think they're still not very serious? What do we guys think about his return?
Man, I'm fucking scared of this Knicks right now, bro. They just playing with fire. They are just playing with fire. Like the Heat had them in a backwood yesterday.
They did. They came back though.
They came back and got the
They came
dub.
back, yeah.
But I don't know. I'm gonna
Do
be
you know,
honest.
do you know what the Heat starting lineup was last?
How's Mitch playing?
He didn't do that
play.
good. He played like 13 minutes last game.
Did he?
Had
He
2
had
points.
2 points, 2 rebounds. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like my whole thing with the Knicks was like, I just think their decision is going to be they're going to play Cat at the 5.
Yeah.
In that way, you become
Cat's gonna
a
play the
defensive
final.
liability. Like
They
if
play
you watched last
unilaterally.
night, Adebayo down low, like I think he had 30.
Yeah.
Like he was killing them in that
Yeah.
because they were trying to switch it. It's like probably not.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Miami started Khalil Ware, Davion Mitchell, and
Jeez.
Alec Burks.
Jeez.
Shout out to AB.
Yeah, Alec Burks. I love
Shout out to all
Alec
of them.
Burks.
They're all good. Just starting lineup.
You're not there, but those
it's
guys
nasty.
are
That's nasty.
Yeah.
off the bench guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Those are
good.
bench
They're
guys.
good role players.
And
Yeah,
they're
good role
NBA
players.
guys. They're great. But
Yeah.
if you can't, my whole issue is kind of what he said. They're playing with fire. They were down 20,
20.
and they had to claw their way back, which they did because I think they were like, all right, let's turn it on. We're better. Like
Because they're
you
playing
just
the
gotta,
Miami Heat.
you
Yeah.
gotta pound
can't
those,
lose games
you gotta
like that.
go. Pound that team, get them up, get them out of there, get your rest. But now they go into overtime. It's like
Nah, yeah.
But that's the number one team that can't do overtimes right now.
Yeah. Their mileage is already sick.
If I'm a Knicks fan, I'm yelling "fuck" at the TV every
Yeah.
time they go into overtime.
Like you said,
Damn it!
You get up 20 early so you can rest your guys in the fourth, even though we know.
No,
they
but
were-
no.
Huh?
Rest. What do you say?
no,
I'm
He
saying
said
how
rest?
you should play. I'm not saying that's what they would do, but I'm saying how
fucking
you
with
should
you.
do it.
But I'm gonna tell you what they don't do. We're not resting,
They're
buddy.
not resting guys.
no, they don't.
We don't rest over here.
But
Yeah.
I don't think we saw it. I think to answer your question, I last night wasn't or Saturday, was it last night? Yeah, it was yesterday. It wasn't enough.
No, we didn't.
Like
see
I
it.
didn't see enough. Mitch, it's his first game back. You still don't know. I
Yeah.
think that's a conversation maybe in like a week
One of their-
after they get 4 or 5 games, and
Mm-hmm.
let's see where they're at
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
they got Warriors next, Lakers, Clippers.
So I think this is where
Bro, the
we're
Lakers
see,
are gonna expose. Oh,
we're gonna see where they're at.
Yeah.
The Lakers are gonna. Oh God, I gotta
Luka
watch
finna
that
pick
game.
them apart.
That's gonna be
Jesus.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Okay. But
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm scared. I'm scared for them because right now, these two teams seem to be, if they just stay where they are and handle business, it's gonna be Knicks, Pistons. That's not.
a good matchup for
It's
them.
not a good matchup.
Because that Durant kid, he's been
That's
playing
not a good
really
matchup, bro.
good.
I'm
He's
telling
been
you.
playing really good.
The
They're
only
young.
reason I would slightly give them an edge right now is because the Pistons ain't been there before.
Oh yeah, you got the when you have the guard play and then you have
and you got to go to the Garden.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
the
hard tough.
The Garden in the playoffs is a different beast. I would say that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think they're.
Oh,
But that's I
shit.
think that's
True. They
who
might
There's
be in
only a
trouble.
game of.
that's who the Knicks are.
Yeah, and they don't want to see any of those teams right now.
No, I don't think they don't want to see. I think there'll be good series, but you don't.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
You don't walk in like before the
What
season.
team do you not want to see out of those three? If you're the Knicks,
I really,
put that as a question.
I really don't want to see Detroit.
That's what I was.
I think Cade Cunningham. To me, when I go to the playoffs, I say, all right, who can be the best player in the series,
Yep.
right? And then that team will give. Okay, you get the advantage. All right, then what else do we got? Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And like Cade Cunningham could be the best player in that series, and the best player because he can single-handedly control a whole game.
Yeah.
A whole game.
yeah.
And like, I don't know, man. That's scary to me.
I agree with him.
I'm
on
gonna be
that.
real with you. I think it's Indy.
But they handled Indy last year
I would say honestly, Indy might.
They handle Indy.
They handle
decently.
Indy.
I think Indy beat them.
No,
Indy
not
didn't
last
win-
year.
Indiana
beat
won
them.
that
That's what
series.
They played the Celtics.
They played the Celtics in Eastern
conference
Conference
finals.
Finals.
Yeah, but I'm saying but they had guys injured. Hartenstein didn't play. Drew didn't play.
Yeah, they had
Like
a lot
so,
of guys.
if you insert Cat, you insert McKell. I would give in that series. I give
You get an edge to
the Knicks.
the Knicks.
I agree, but I think it's close.
Oh, I don't think it's not. No, it's
Okay,
not
okay.
4-0 or 4-1.
Yeah, I think it's at least going to 6. At least going to 6.
It's all ugly. The Bucks.
I was gonna say the second team I would say is the Bucks. Because do you really want to see what Giannis is going to do to Cat?
I think I just want to see Detroit, New York, because that's what it used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
But
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, as far as defensive coverages, that'd be bad for the Knicks.
Who, Milwaukee?
Yeah,
Oh God,
that would be very bad.
yeah,
because you got
Because
Kuzma.
you
now.
got to come up. Oh shit, I forgot
about
he was
Kuzma.
over there.
And he actually been doing pretty.
And the Bucks
good
been low
with
key under the radar playing good basketball.
That's what I'm saying. They actually been playing really good.
Who's guarding? Not that anybody does anyway. Who's
Giannis.
guarding Giannis?
They got to be OG, and that's it.
What?
They got one guy. They got one guy in OG Anunoby. That's the only guy that can get him.
And even then, get him is subjective.
Oh, I don't know.
Giannis cooks everybody.
He cooks everybody. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was. Yeah.
I remember that. How many more minutes do we got?
They in trouble, bro.
Bet.
Tough.
Well, pivoting, I was on Twitter, and after Steph had his, yeah, it actually isn't. It actually isn't. I was on Twitter after Curry had his illustrious 50-point game the other
That's
day.
a big word, bro.
Illustrious.
Is that because you're still in school?
Maybe. I ain't gonna lie,
That's
maybe.
tough.
I had to start reading again.
Yeah.
Yeah, really reading again. Shout out to grad school.
Facts.
But I hate it. But yeah, after Steph's illustrious 50-point game, I was on Twitter and people were just talking about it has to be so obvious that he's the greatest point guard of all time.
He's not a. Oh.
Is it an obvious thing that he's the greatest point guard of all time? And I will definitively answer first. I want to say it's obvious, but I think he is the greatest point guard of all time. And here's why I say that. It actually goes to a point, and I'm not saying this is again not a hard question, but a point he made before. He is the only guard besides Dwayne Wade who is under like 6'4", to win the championship as like the best player in the modern era. Like within the last 20 to 25
I'm about to
years.
say y'all need to
Yeah, 20, 25 years.
don't forget about that.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah. That
Can I ask y'all?
In this era of
This is a
basketball.
real question, and I want a real answer. Hong, just try to take your fucking bias out of this shit. Just try. Do you really, when you hear Stephen Curry, do you think point guard?
No.
Okay. What did the first thing you said? No. That's not the first thing you said. You said no.
What? Say, are you asking the
Do
same
you
question to me?
think Stephen Curry is a point guard? James Harden is more of a point guard than just Stephen Curry.
I don't think that's a crazy take.
You asked if the first thing I hear when I say Steph Curry, you think of point guard.
I think okay. He's not a point guard.
But he happens to play point
He's not the
guard.
greatest point guard of all time. I don't think it's Stephen Curry is.
But
he
doesn't-
is the
but
best
he
shooter of
doesn't-
all time.
But he doesn't play point guard all the time.
That's true.
He's off the ball. He is the best shooter we've ever seen. He's the best off the ball player we have ever seen. And then within that dynamic, he has the ability to play in pick and rolls because he can score it. But he doesn't, if you watch him, like he'll pass it and stuff like that. But a lot of his passes are off pins where two guys are on it and he gets off it.
How many 10 assist games has Stephen Curry had?
But he's a different type of, that's why I don't think you can say point guard. He's a different type of player. He creates assists by not touching the ball. Which means Draymond's here, they'll get into split action, two guys go, back door.
Yeah.
All that stuff happens because of Steph.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like he's a different type of player. I just wouldn't, in my opinion, I don't put him in the point guard mold because I
can
don't
see
think
that.
he plays like a Chris Paul or like a Isaiah Thomas played or Magic Johnson.
And this is the only reason you say that too is because like
The game's changed.
you only say point guard because he's short. If he
He
wasn't
has to
short,
play. He has to play point guard. Yeah.
no, he don't play the point guard.
I'm just saying it's like he has to be identified as the point guard.
No, he's
no,
off the ball.
That's kind of like
But
saying
that's my
what's his
point.
name, Jamal Murray. is
He's
point
off
guard.
the
It's like
ball.
Game's on the line. He has the ball.
But that's not the whole
That's
game.
not the point guard.
The first.
DeMar DeRozan has the ball at the end of the game. He a point guard?
Is Ant Edwards?
Is
Ant
Anthony
Edwards
Edwards
a point guard?
Okay. So
Anthony
yeah,
Edwards
that
has the
makes
ball in his hands more than Curry.
Y'all funny as shit.
sense. Who would you consider more of a point guard, Stephen Curry or Luka Doncic?
Right.
Absolutely.
James Harden or when the fuck have you seen
James
James,
has never-
go off
yeah.
a down screen?
I ain't gonna lie. It's
Have you
for-
ever
it's
seen
for sure
James Harden go over
It's for
down
sure
screen?
James.
No,
Not necessarily,
What?
no.
Oh my god.
Nah, I ain't
James
gonna
can
lie.
pass it.
James for sure has more 10 assist games than Steph by a lot.
I don't even know if that's.
I don't know if that's true
I think
either.
it's this way. I think the reason the game changed is because the game went to pick and roll. And if you can score in the pick and roll, now the game becomes easier as a passer. If you look at the best players we've had in the last 15 years, the reason that these guys were really good passers is because they could also score it. Like
Yeah.
when Chris Paul back in the day, like Steve Nash, like those were the two that kind of started it. But like Steve Nash and Chris Paul, to me, were point guards.
Yes.
Steph to me is not like a. Steph is the greatest anomaly we have ever seen in the sport of basketball.
No doubt about it.
And
Yeah.
it's just so he's
him and
just
KD.
different.
I don't consider him a point guard either. Allen Iverson, he's still in the point guard conversation. And then you
Yeah.
have, I think Isaiah Thomas is more of a mold scorer. I was old enough, but
I don't think
You gonna
Allen
have to speak to
Iverson
that.
was a point
Yeah.
guard.
I don't think AI was a point guard.
absolutely-
He
either.
was
He'll
a
probably tell you he
scoring
wasn't.
guard.
When I
Because
agree
he's
with
small.
you. People throw Steph in there too. I agree. I think
The point
when
guard
I
on
played
that-
2K, I put Eric Snow at the point.
Eric Snow was the point guard.
Yeah, he was.
Eric Snow was the point guard.
He's a point guard. Yeah. That's a name.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you consider no. Listen.
I don't know why.
You consider C.J. McCollum a 2 because he played with Dame.
Yes.
And Dame was a clear cut. But it's like
He
but this
does not
this my
sit at
thing
the
is
one.
I think
They run
if you watch
splits.
so much Warrior basketball, I don't know how you can remotely think he's a point guard.
But I'm saying that we had small guards that played the 2 and we considered
If you watch Steph Curry,
consider Kyrie a 2 right now. Until Luka left. That's my point. It's based on
yeah, because Luka was the point
Luka was a
guard.
clear cut.
Okay.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
because he actually plays the point guard for that team.
I don't think Steph is. I think Steph has tried to play the point and it didn't work.
Yeah.
I would think. I think if we went to old school basketball, if Stephen Curry was on a team, he would not be initiating the. He would not be initiating the floppy offense.
No.
He would be in the fucking floppy.
Yeah.
I watched enough Warriors basketball. Draymond Green is the point guard. You have to pick one player. Or now Jimmy, because Jimmy has the ball.
Yep. They just run most of their shit off split action. And that's been how long Steve Kerr been with the Warriors?
2014 or 2015. Yeah.
So it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
Stephen Curry's been in the league how many years?
Like 15, 16 years. Yeah.
So
Yeah, Draymond averages 6 assists. Curry averages 6 assists. But Curry averages it because of how he plays, which is not more of a
Yeah.
point guard. It's more off the ball, and he'll get off it.
He'll probably have hit he probably averaged like 3 pure assists. A
I
game.
would love
the
this.
greatest
stat.
point guard of all time is Magic Johnson, in my opinion.
Lead
As a
guard?
point guard, what?
No, if we just a player, I'm going Steph.
I'll
I'm
probably
going
go
Steph.
Steph.
I'm going Steph.
I mean, we're just going. It's just the way the game is now.
But that's a player. That's a player thing. But that's the whole thing. Like the game's changed so much. Like everybody's like, "Oh man, dudes couldn't shoot threes back in the day." But if the rules were different, those dudes would have worked.
They
on
would've
it.
worked on
Like,
that.
what are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Facts.
And now, and to answer your question too, Hong, who would I pick? I would pick Steph, but the players I pick after that are going to complement Steph on what he does. Like I'm going to need another guy that can initiate. I don't want Steph to initiate because that put all the eyes on him.
I need a passing.
I need somebody who can-
passing power forward.
I don't know. I don't even know if Steph would consider himself a point guard.
I don't think he would.
I don't think he would.
That's just being honest.
He did, but I think it's
Did he?
because he did, but I think it's because he just wanted to say he's better than Magic. I think
Hey,
that's what
look.
he was just trying to say.
That's still even.
Steph is.
I mean, I can't really speak on it. Up
Steph isn't a
until
point guard.
2022, I would have said Magic. I just thought that 22 run was insane.
Can you look that up? And I'm sure they have it. How many 10 assist games he had? I would be willing.
That's
to
why it's
bet,
funny 'cause you said
I
that.
would be willing to bet it's under 100.
Oh, and I just know James Harden has significantly more. But how many does
How many
James
James
have?
Harden got?
He got to have like 250 at least.
But assists are so weird now. Like guys will come off Zoom actions, and they'll take 7 dribbles and they'll give him an assist.
Damn, that's even more than I thought.
So almost double.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
That's
assists now are so screwed. Like I'm not doing the same one.
Come on, bro. Like that means something. That's a point
to an
guard.
extent. If you have that,
No,
many
I get
more,
it, but like the assists nowadays, they give assists
do.
when
No, they-
dudes make
they
moves.
did change.
1000%.
They changed that rule. They shouldn't have changed that rule.
I would just say I don't see Steph initiating. I don't see him doing. End of the game, yes, the ball's in Stephen Curry hand. And majority of the time, he might run a pick and roll, but
He
most of the Steph pick and rolls are get games. There's like I got it. I'm pitching it to
It's a
Draymond.
get or he likes a matchup.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yo,
That's just how
I
he's involved.
think when I view Steph Curry, I view the greatest attribute that he's had in the way he's changed the game is his off the ball.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's why, but because I think he's the greatest off the ball threat we have ever seen in
1000%.
basketball.
When I think point guard, I think of Chris Paul, Steve Nash, James Harden. No, for sure. I'm mad I even mentioned Eric Snow. I was just saying for
That
that.
was a name though.
Yeah.
No, but that's who played the point
That's
on
who
that
played the
Philly team.
point
Yeah,
on
it
that
was.
team. 1,000%. 1,000%. Ray
test
Ray
is-
was a point guard.
Eye test
You know
is
what
a
I'm
big
saying?
thing.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Great debate, guys.
Should we just go ahead and go to the All right. Guys, we our what the fuck moment is pretty funny.
I say this. She still think it's real.
Look at this. I ain't gonna lie, black people do not play with people's dogs.
Hey,
We
listen.
do not fuck with that.
No, we don't play with dogs.
Put your
in general.
dog.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you better have
Put
that
your
level.
dog.
Yeah. And then hit him in the
He
face.
looking dead at her. That's the
He
funniest
looking
part.
dead and he was like, what you talking about? And then he followed her. That'd be weak.
What's
What's the next one?
next tweet of the week?
What?
You know how like when people do their weight journeys,
Yeah.
they'll like fast through it and they're like
And they
skinnier.
get skinnier.
Yeah.
My man just jiggling his body.
That's just crazy.
We got the last one.
Yeah.
We got Angel Reese tweet or
Oh no. We're gonna talk about that one though.
I am now.
Shout out Jay. I am convinced the sole reason DJJ wasn't brought back was because Luka liked him. And to give you context, you know, Luka came out with a statement saying that they got
gotcha.
rid of all
Everybody
the people he
he
liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Shout
not
out.
speaking on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To the Baja picks. Theo.
My to the Baja pick is my boy, Donovan Spider Mitchell. My boy was getting to it. He put on the performance in that Boston game that was one for the ages, in my opinion. I mean, for him to be down, he put the team on his back and he showed like, hey, listen, I'm here. Theo, you talking about best shooting guard in the league. You better fucking talk about me.
Yep.
But hey, get on that rim. Why you put?
Oh,
And
see,
Yeah, come on, bruh.
give me
And
that.
one. Should have been.
Nah, hey, listen, Don's playing very, very, very good basketball. Cleveland's playing very good
that's
basketball.
nasty.
And
Oh,
when he
come on.
when he
Come
gets
here.
Hauser, hey. If we all recognize they are picking on Hauser on these clips.
They are. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty work.
said what?
But Donovan's
Oh.
this is a bit damn.
Isn't that why you picked him?
Yeah. Somebody, he didn't know the stats. I just picked him.
Fuck.
No, he's hooping. He's hooping.
This
He's
shit
hooping. He, like I
making
said,
no
that's
sense,
why
huh?
we had to start off by it. He deserves.
I ain't
credit.
gonna hold you. I texted the man the other day. I said, bro, I'm proud of you.
Wow.
This shit, what you doing crazy.
Hey, shout out Don, bro.
Shout out to Don,
Shout
bro.
out
Like
Don.
you just keep doing your things. Big playoff series for them. I mean playoff run for them, and looking forward to see what they do.
Yeah, I already
Looking
told you
forward
how I
to
feel
it.
about him.
Yeah, he's tough, man. Scores so many different ways. Catch and shoot, off the dribble, separation in the mid range. Can score with those little floaters. Gets to the rim, punches on you.
Rank your small forwards, small shooting guards.
You all right? What'd you just say, bro?
Rank
Can
your
you say
shooting
that
guards
again?
right now.
I thought you just saying
Huh?
shit.
Rank your shooting guards.
I was wrong.
Really quickly because we want to get J-Jax on in a few minutes.
Shooting guards?
Yeah.
I mean, and number one, he's probably number two. Book be number three. Am I missing somebody?
Are we just saying Book's not up there because they team suck?
I mean, I genuinely think those two people are better than him right now. That's just me. Do you not? I genuinely think those two people are better than him right now. My opinion. I'm saying I don't think it's crazy if you
Who you
think Book is
drafting?
number
Book
two.
is Don.
Don.
I'm biased. I like Don better too, so I just like Don better
Right now.
Yeah,
I'm going Don too.
yeah.
Don't more.
But
No.
oh, then what is he? Two?
They bring the ball up by committee.
I would say if he's a two, then he's the number one too. But
Shea is AI, taller AI,
cool.
A lot taller.
a lot taller AI.
Who you got, T?
Oh, he came back. My guy, the homie, Big 30, Julius Randle.
Big Joe, welcome back, brother.
Juju.
First, man, just great to see him back. I spent the week with him last week. He's ready.
Yeah,
And there's a couple like
he ain't
clips
never
in
do that.
here
Oh, leave me open.
where you can see like in one of our right here, pop, pop, pop. Oh, got you. Like when his
Spin.
handle's right,
Ooh.
he's a tough guard.
Yeah,
he's a connector for them sometimes, which they were losing a little bit. Is like a guy that could play make, willing passer. And you know, for our first game back after being a month, efficient from the floor, 8 for
26
13.
and 3 is nice. Yeah.
You know, 53%, like this right here.
Yeah.
And can you run that back again? The last one. So, like, can you pause it? Dang, you late on that. Right there. So right now, like, I love this play because he could sit and stand, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, T? But, like, what he does is he cuts unselfishly, and then he makes Bobo play. If Bobo doesn't play, he's to the rim,
Yeah.
right? And then this is an easy decision from a connector standpoint.
sure.
From a I'm going, we got A, B to C, or B's catching it, and I'm at the rim. Instead of standing and kind of watching, you know, he's the one that cuts and makes the play.
This is elite savvy from Julius because this is what you call good to great.
Yeah.
He does like that's something you can't teach. He's gonna draw 2 to the ball every time he goes to the basket, right?
Yeah.
Can you go back to that Phoenix clip? What the fuck coverage is this?
Yeah, because he was Bobo was screwed either way.
He was fucked
wasn't.
either.
He was
what-
fucked either
what-
way.
Go back. What? Just pause it.
But
This
what
is why they are a
just
good
pause
team,
it.
right?
What fucking coverage is this?
what is
This is supposed to be a tilt,
this
right?
is for sure not.
Well, a tilt for everyone who's watching is what God, what's the big name? Richards.
yeah,
right?
Book's supposed to be on the Beal's supposed to be on the top side.
One,
Yeah.
KD, see the fucking ball. Book, drop down. Because Juice shouldn't be able to cut right here.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying.
Bill should be on his top shoulder so he can't just make it. This
That
nigga is
easy pass.
literally, he could roll it to Julius.
Yeah.
He
No
could
one
roll
even
the
looking.
ball to
They're not
Julius
even
right
looking
now.
at the ball.
He's not even looking at the ball. So Bill should be top. Should we coach the Suns?
Bro.
He should be on top, his top shoulder, and making him go baseline to make that pass harder. This is just, I
Because you
mean,
have help back there. Yeah.
Yeah,
great recognition from Julius because he's like, God damn.
He was
shit
screwed.
parted like the Red Sea.
He's screwed either way.
Yeah, he's fucked either way. And then Bo's like, damn, that's on me. No, it's not, son.
It's like
this is your team.
They fucked you
and
regardless.
they look at each other like, the Suns are fucking cooked.
I'm saying, like, no one's looking at the ball. Like,
What
no one's looking at the ball.
What coverage is this? But he's guarding Mike Conley at half court.
But I think that's and if you watch this team, and you and me have talked
Play
about
that.
this,
Play the clip again.
it's the spacing.
Stop it. You put Rudy Gobert where Nas Reed is. That doesn't happen. This is the difference,
should
and
not-
this is why I agree with you. If they continue to play a lineup like this,
they're
they
gonna-
will be dangerous because it's
They'll get
hard
in.
to guard that.
Yeah.
Because you have to tilt with Nas Reed. You
Nas
have
can
to
put you right in the rim.
Nas can put you right in the fucking rim,
He
and
can
that's a
cook your
matchup
ass.
problem.
Yeah, he can cook your ass.
So if Minnesota wants to be successful, continue to do what's working. Rudy Gobert plays when he needs to play, when they play
come
other
off the
bigs.
bench. Come off the bench.
Come off the bench, do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Because just like the Lakers did in the championship series, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, there were some series they didn't play
Yeah.
because they didn't fit what the mold
matchups.
was for that matchup.
Yeah.
It has to be that for the Minnesota Timberwolves to be successful.
They got to accept
If they want to make a run and make a legit
It has to be
run,
matchup driven.
it has
They
to
gotta
be
accept.
matchup driven. And they got the fucking talent to do it. Because Dante DiVincenzo's fucking back.
Nice.
Nice.
He's back. You got Jew back. You got Nas Reed, who has emerged. And if you really want Nas to stay, you better keep fucking playing him.
Oh, they will. I think
And I
they
don't
have
think
to.
you can. And I'm going to be honest. We'll talk about that later. But
Yeah.
they have to continue to do what they're doing and doing what's working if they want to make that next step. Because that's special. It's not happening with Rudy. You're not tilting with fucking Rudy.
Yeah, no,
you're
you're
going to
not.
let him catch it and go to
Well,
work.
he's not. But the
He
other
not
thing
gonna
is
be out
like
there.
he's not. One, he's not posting that.
I'm saying,
Exactly.
He's
You're
not
not
going to
throwing
be.
it to
Yeah.
him. And if you do, you know, like,
They want it one-on-one.
yeah, he's gonna
gonna turn the
probably
ball over.
gut DHO you,
Yes.
or uphill DHO, or grenade action, whatever you want to call it.
I'm gonna turn the ball.
But
It's going to get nasty. It's going to
yeah, I
get
think
nasty.
that's why I think with the schedule they got, I think they'll figure it out. And like you said, it's got to be
It's gotta be
matchup driven.
based.
But the way the basketball game is played now, it's space, and that means that the four guys with that lineup that they had there, Nas, Jew, McDaniels, and Ant, they got to rebound by committee, right? Because that's going to be the thing. Can they rebound the basketball? And then defensively, keep the ball out the lane, switch everything, be in gap help, and really close. In the last 20 games has to be playoff basketball.
And the special lineup would be when DiVincenzo is in for Mike Conley. But the problem is Mike Conley has to be in to tame Ant. Because Ant brings the ball up the court.
Yeah,
that motherfucker think he can score it every time, which he can.
He can, but he shouldn't.
But you got four other guys that are capable of doing
of
getting busy.
Really quick. So
for sure, I mean he's very important to this team.
Really quick before, because I don't want us to cut too much in. J-Jack's time. I'll just say my to the Baja. It was Steph Curry. For obvious reasons. You don't have to. Yeah, he had 50 cooking them. He still got it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Very impressive performance. I'm worried about Orlando.
They're too hurt right now. Suggs out for the year. That hurts them.
That was a big missed layup yesterday.
Yeah. That missed layup is a layup that's like demoralizing for the season.
Oh,
like that'll fuck you up.
Yeah, no, they
and
might
it was
be,
to the fucking rock.
They might
Raptors.
be cooked. But yeah, that's our to the Baja. That's who got to the Baja. Let's get into some college hoops. It's officially March. It's that time of the year.
People,
J-Jacks.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, y'all stay tuned in. Y'all get excited. It is about to be fun. March is about to be, I would say this. Now that I'm in the media field, you got to get clickbait. This will be one of the most entertaining March Madnesses. Women's
Say that
and
again?
men.
Say that again. Say that.
Yeah.
Entertaining.
Yep.
March Madnesses.
Y'all not beating the allegations. You already know allegations I'm talking about.
This will be, it's because I don't know who's going to win it on either side.
Facts.
For women, this is probably the first time I've really said, this is up for grabs.
It's wide open.
This is wide open. And for men, the past 2 years, you just like, who can compete with UConn, right? Mm-hmm. Now it's like,
shit.
We talking about, Jessica got me looking at Tennessee like, wait a minute.
Hey,
I ain't saying that shit.
Hey,
J-Jacks. Hey, shout out J-Jacks. Only other Cowboys
What's up,
fan
fellas?
on the show.
Welcome back, Jax. How you doing, brother?
hey, I respect the fit, Cam. I respect
Appreciate
it.
you, gang.
It's
Appreciate
bold,
you, brother.
but I respect
for
it.
sure.
Definitely a
That's
bold.
a nice way to say it.
He says bold.
fellas. Great convo, man. Great debates. I
Appreciate you,
like
brother.
what y'all
brother.
I like what y'all got going, man. We got to talk about this this Kansas situation first and foremost, man. I have a I've got a love-hate when it comes to fans.
Hey, Jax, just I don't know if everybody's going to read it. Just give us some synopsis.
I'm gonna give you a little.
Notes.
Okay, so Kansas, obviously everybody knows Kansas started out number 1 in the country this year, right? So they just lost to Texas Tech. It's their 3rd home loss, which is actually, it's crazy, but it's tied for the most that under self. And so after the game, I guess Zeke Mayo, who's actually, I mean, in my opinion, probably their best player, I guess posted some things, some messages that he got from some fans. And I'd read them, but my vocabulary doesn't really use some of these words that are used. So let's just say they're not they're not the nicest. For instance, there's one that was basically somebody saying, praying that you die, which is absolutely crazy. But anyways, Zeke Mayo basically went on, posted the screenshots. He also posted an apology about him struggling. He didn't play very well. He had like 5 points, like 1 for 7 from the field, which for me, I'm like, there's no need to apologize, bro. It's basketball. You have bad games. But then Bill Self and their AD also came to his, backing. And that was what that picture was, basically Bill Self saying that he's, there was basically a bunch of people that, could have changed the game. It was still a good game. At the end of the day, Texas Tech is a top 10 team, and so on and so forth. But I think it opens up the conversation about how, for one, sports betting, I think, is a massive player in all of this.
Yeah.
But then, two, how fans feel like they have the freedom to speak to these players like they're not humans. So, TP, I'll let you kind of start it off.
Couple things. First, you could tell Kansas has never been through this before. For them to put out a fucking statement
They're struggling.
from their coach.
What the hell?
From their coach is crazy.
I respect that, to be honest.
Are you saying because of what he was going through?
I respect Bill Self coming out and having his players back.
I think the only reason I say about that, we've all dealt with that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know the mental state Mayo is in. Maybe he's in a real, real bad funk. And then at that point, I understand it. But this is nothing new.
No, I think
cooked
it's
at
getting
Carolina.
ugly in Kansas, and I guarantee Zeke's not the only one that's getting these messages.
Oh, no, not at all.
Kansas one is struggling. I think maybe it's like a, rallying cry for Self, saying like, "Hey man, like I know we're struggling, but I'm still gonna coach you. I still got your back." To the fans,
Sick.
betting, whatever, that's cool. If you lose, you bet.
Yeah,
So
no
you
one
lost.
forces
Yeah,
you to do that.
Nobody told
you're-
you to.
So you're so you're a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you write somebody because you lost a bet,
Call
you're a
the nu-
loser,
Call the number.
right? The other thing is like you said, Jay, and I always say it, is like, I've had bad days as a dad or a husband or in my work or whatever. So who am I to just attack a kid for having a bad game? Like, what are we talking about, man? Like, that's my thing. It's like these dudes stand up behind screens and act like they're like perfect. It's like, bro, shut up.
It's a difference between criticizing a guy on his game, but then demeaning them in the way that those tweets, bro, like people say the
Crazy.
wildest
Imagine
shit I
someone
have
just
ever-
coming to your corporate job and just heckling you because you fucked up an accounting number or some shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like, bro, that doesn't.
It's sick and it's sad. Maybe with social media now, with guys actually putting this out there, granted, the shit not changing because they're going to continue to hide behind these screens.
Because half of those people are probably drunk when they're tweeting.
Exactly. They're going to say what
when
they need
lost
to say.
money.
That just shows how bad it really is, though. Like, it's gotten really bad.
Bro.
He's
Man,
a
look,
hometown kid, too?
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
hometown
that's
kid.
even crazier.
That's even worse.
He just
Yeah,
transferred
he's
in. Yeah, he just
I didn't know he
transferred
was
in.
from
I mean,
Lawrence, though.
Being from Lawrence.
that's the thing. I'm like, it's okay as a fan. Like you said, it's not going to change, right? Fans are always going to be, you're going to have good fans, you're going to have bad fans. It's never going to change. But that doesn't take away from the fact that this is at the end of the day, a kid, right? That is, it's not like he's purposefully going 1 for 7. Now, if he's purposefully going 1 for 7, then he's going to be in the headlines for, a lot more bigger issues. But I think to Tyler's point, I like the fact that both Bill Self and the AD came out in support. I was expecting Bill Self's like comments to be more like towards Zeke almost. It was almost like he started going towards, like, I don't want to say an excuse, but like giving reasons and things like that for them playing bad. At the end of the day, you lost. Texas Tech was a good team. They came in, they beat you. Boom. That's all that needs to be said. And then let's talk about, okay, you know what? Zeke put this out, and now everybody's seeing this, so we've got your back. Like Theo, to your point, if Zeke didn't put this out, I don't think we would have seen comments from Bill Self and AD.
That's my only thing, though. Like, do you still address it? Are you still doing that if he didn't put this out there? Right?
Probably not.
Like, what? Ultimately, I agree with you, Justin. The whole comment, the whole thing should have just been like, yo, don't attack my team like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need an excuse why you lost the game. We know why you lost the game.
I think to both you guys, I agree with both of you. I'm saying what I think from Bill Self's standpoint, if I'm putting myself in the coach's shoes, I think he took this opportunity, right, to one, kind of try to relieve a little bit of pressure off Kansas.
Feel that.
When they go, now that, because Kansas is Kansas. Kansas is the blue, Carolina. Carolina's dealing with the same things. I would say Kansas is dealing with way worse because Kansas people expected them to be better. I think it was an opportunity for him to, in my opinion, as a coach, try to push restart. Try to. Not saying they will, but try to push restart. They got a big game tonight. Push restart, and let's see.
They're losing that too, though.
You just never know. Like, you go into Houston and win, and all of a sudden, now everything, it's like, okay, let's go.
But this is.
I hear you, though.
This is the tough part about it. And like
You're a
I said,
Carolina guy.
this is just the debate, though. Like, do you just make it worse, though?
No.
Because if they get blitzed
It can't
tonight,
get worse.
They getting blitzed tonight, by the way.
if they get fucked up tonight, I think it makes it worse.
I don't think it can get worse at Kansas, Justin, right now.
Yeah. I mean,
He said, "Yeah."
Like,
I think it just
Kansas.
I think it just amplifies it, and you would know because you lived there, didn't you?
no, my family did, but I've been around in Lawrence, and it's fanatics. Like North Carolina fans are crazy, but like Kansas,
Different level.
Lawrence is crazy. But yes, I think it is one of those like almost like a motivation type thing. Take the pressure off of the guys. Like, I'm still gonna coach. I'm still gonna have your back. This sort of thing, and that's why I wanted it to be more towards like just Zeke. Because when you start talking about, like we played good basketball and, it was a good basketball game, which it was. Don't get me wrong. It was a good basketball game. But when you start going into that, then for me, that's where it starts shifting off of the real issue here. And that was Zeke Mayo's, like, people coming at him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, to Tyler's point, you put yourself in a coach's shoes, like, hey, this is the perfect opportunity to say, all right, fellas, like, I've got you. I need y'all to, figure it out. Like you said, you're playing the number 4 team in the country, number 3 team in the country in Houston tonight. So it's like, I don't think it makes it worse if they get blitzed by Houston, because I think there's more awareness to that aspect of things. But heck, they're, like you said, they're in the same situation as North Carolina. Nobody's really talked about them too much. But you start number 1 and now you're unranked and you're about to go further and further if you don't beat this Houston team. It's gonna get interesting. I'll tell you that much.
1,000%.
But it's I think it's just sad for from the fans' perspective, man. Like, I'm a fan of the Cowboys, right? Like, I'm a fan of UNC. I'm a fan of like certain players, right? And heck, I live in Tennessee where it's legal to bet, right? So I'm around people that bet all the time. And sometimes when I hear people talk like about certain people that didn't ask you to put money on them, it's like, where are we losing reality, right? Like, nobody, like, people will come up to me and say, man, bro, y'all won me a lot of money in 2017. And I'm like, well, cool, but like, I didn't ask you to do that, right? Like, congrats, but like, I didn't put out a PSA like, yo, put money on us, we might win it in 2017, right? Like,
and the difference is, Justin, you played at a professional level. Like, you played at the highest level where you're going out there dude, we out there trying to do the best we possibly. We not worried about your
Yeah.
damn parlay, bruh.
But the reason
I
they
could
get so
care
bad,
less.
I guarantee it is like you got people that bet and like they bet, but they still got money in the bank where it doesn't affect the next day.
Exactly.
It's the dudes that
Bet
it
the
affects the
house.
next day. So
Why
to
are you betting?
guys, you're a
Call the
loser.
number.
Yeah.
Stop.
You have
talking-
bigger issues.
Yes. Like-
You need to pay your mortgage with
You're
that
trying
money that
to
you
you're
are
trying
putting.
to beat the system instead of
Yes.
going to get a job.
Right.
Yeah.
You're trying to just bet and get a quick come up.
Exactly.
Like, bro,
Yes.
just
Yeah, you
Like,
know,
come on.
and it's great. Just give that $100 to your mom for your little rent, and then eat some Kraft mac and cheese sometimes. I don't know, but stop.
it's whack, bro.
Kraft
That's
mac
what-
and cheese is
Yeah, but
crazy.
that's been her.
Wow, that's powdered. It's probably like it's
Oh my
dealing with
God.
their health and brain issues. What? I'm just here, guys. Just a lot
Yeah.
of fun with you.
I'm
guys
done with this
here.
dude.
Hey,
bro.
but respect. Hey, shout out to Zeke, man. Shout out to Zeke, bro.
Hope he plays
know,
well tonight.
Keep hooping.
All players have dealt with this, bro. So
Oh my God.
shout out to you, man. Keep on balling out, bro. Don't worry about none of these haters and all these people out here that got their own issues. Just go back out there and start hooping again. But we got another one, man. I saw this pop up on my phone, and it was basically breaking down the last 25 NCAA. Tournament winners.
J-Jax. Real quick, Peter wrote a clip.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Holla at us. Woo! Yeah. Hey,
T, you been there
Hey.
before?
get on
Get
that
on that
rim.
rim! Hey!
Actually, go back. I think you can see me. I'm up there. Like, wait, slow it down. Nope. Higher.
Higher.
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
Up top. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Holla at us.
I had
You
no
know what I mean?
clips. I had the
Call
first
it.
point of the game, Peter.
played
What the
that game?
fuck?
That is jacked up. It would have been perfect because it was a pass from me to Theo. That's man.
Yeah, I think the
we-
first, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
come
right
on,
there.
bro.
You said
Hey,
we-
utility guy.
Hey, that's a great extra.
I'm a connector.
look at.
I'm a fucking connector.
Oh, he's got the cool grays.
Come on,
Cool Gray
man.
Levis.
Hey.
That's a good shot. Hey, the only reason I passed that, no cap. 2 plays before that, I threw it over the rim.
With a jump shot?
Yeah. Bruh, it's the way we're in a stadium. It looked so much further than it was.
My
And
best game was
it just-
against Syracuse in
and
the
it
Carrier
just-
Dome. I love that. I just never got to play that.
Oh,
That was a
my
lot bigger.
God.
I did what? Hey, St. Joe's,
we
the
played
walls
it.
are tight. What?
Never mind. I mean, heck, I was 0 for 9 from 3, so I'm not going.
What
gonna
were
speak
you the
on
game
nothing.
before? You was cooking, boy. You was cooking,
Hey.
boy. Y'all.
That's why
You went
That's why you my
stupid.
dog, homie.
You was
Hey,
you went
but-
stupid.
This is really cute, right?
So,
Little
hey,
so
national
we gonna
championship
reminiscing.
right here.
reminiscing. Hey, bring a ring.
it's reminiscent on it
Oh,
on
gosh.
experiences that we have. You know what I'm saying?
Bring a ring
You know what I
next
mean?
time,
Just-
JJ.
Hey,
Oh, I got it sitting over here. This and the NBA one, if Tyler wants to see it.
I didn't ask about
so
the NBA
we got.
one, bro.
so the
Go with-
last
I
25,
know
y'all
you
are
rushing out.
y'all
That's
are
why I said
25.
Tyler. I was trying to take it off of you,
Y'all are
Theo. I
definitely
wasn't trying to come
25.
at you.
25. The UConn
So,
team in 2004 is number
I'm not
one.
even gonna. Whoa. Hey, I'm gonna run some teams. Okay, I'm gonna run some teams. So for me, first we need to set some boundaries.
Oh wow.
First we need to set some boundaries here, y'all. Okay. Are we going off of the best national championship teams? The talent? Are we going off of the players and the teams that they had to beat to get there?
I think we need to go off of the players in college at that moment,
Okay.
the best teams.
Okay. Well, then if I'm going to start
not-
off with our
go
team,
ahead.
then I'm going to start
Yeah.
off with our team.
We
The
talked
names of players that we had to go through: Fox, Bam, and Malik Monk. There's one team.
They're all freshmen.
Okay.
Okay.
Doesn't
does.
matter. What are you
Okay.
talking
One
about?
does.
It
We talking
matters.
about-
And you had to go through Cal, which we know he can't coach. Keep going.
Wow.
Real talk, bro.
Dylan
Yeah,
Brooks,
let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Yep.
Go. This is great.
Tyler,
Tyler
Dorsey.
Dorsey.
Let's also talk about
Sleeper.
Tyler Dorsey.
Yeah.
Zach
Overseas
Collins was on
getting a
Gonzaga.
bag.
Nigel Williams-Goss is also overseas getting the bag as well. So let's just throw that out there, okay?
And they had a dude named Karnowski. Bigger,
Karnowski.
whatever the damn name is. He was bigger than Wemby.
I know. I used to watch basketball.
They had 3-footers. They had 3-footers.
And they had
They also
J3,
had
that
Jonathan Williams.
Come
Yep.
on, bruh. And Killian Tilly.
He was a freshman, wasn't he? I
And
think he
guess
was
who
a
didn't
freshman
play in
year.
that? And guess who didn't play? Rui Hachimura. Come on, bro.
So if we're going off of
and guess who else didn't play?
players,
Chris Boucher. Come
that
on,
is
bro.
true. He didn't play either. Hey,
Jordan Bell. Come on,
Tyler,
bro.
you got anything else? You got
Come
anything
on,
else?
bro.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the NBA players that actually played. But keep going.
Oh my
This is
God.
good.
Huh? Yeah, we
We
said
just
Dylan
named
Brooks.
8
Come
of them.
Yeah.
We just named 8 of them. What are you talking
That's
about?
what I'm
No, that did well in that at that level.
Bam and De'Aaron Fox are
They're
all-stars.
freshmen,
Yeah.
and they got Kale, so they're already handicapped.
Peyton Pritchard. Come on, bro.
Was Peyton on that team?
Come on, bro.
Yes.
Hey,
Six-
that's a bad
Six-
team.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah,
Six
yeah.
man of
Let's
the
go,
year.
man.
6 man
If
of the year.
Peyton's there, I'm there. Yeah.
Hey, we want to get some
it 'cause-
dogs,
The best
Jax.
one-on-one
We're not going to let him
player
do
in the
that to
world.
us,
Is it
bro.
hold on. Is it because of the pigment of his skin? Is that
Yeah,
what we're
yeah.
going off of?
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yes.
He's the best point guard in the NBA right now.
It's
Keep
not
going.
February no more. That's
Fully
why he acting
DEI.
like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so we got us. Okay, you go to UConn, the 2011 UConn team that you mentioned with Kimba.
No, I said 2003.
2004.
Oh,
Ben
we're not
Gordon,
worried about
Emeka
2003.
Okafor, Charlie Villanueva.
They
Come on, baby.
okay. They had really good players, but you look at who they beat. Nothing like who we had to beat.
Ben Gordon, Emeka Okafor.
Who do they have to beat?
Charlie
We didn't
Who do they
say
have
who
to
was on the
beat?
team.
Marcus
Who do they have to
Williams.
beat?
I don't
Let's
even
go to
know.
2011. Who did two?
I don't know. They beat us by 30 when I was at West Virginia.
Who
That's all I know.
2011 have to beat?
So that's why you're
It's
on. That's why,
projecting.
okay.
He's projecting
Okay. So
I always project.
UConn,
for sure.
I think UConn for me was like, there's a few of these champions that like they sit in the back of my mind, right? So everybody remembers that run that they had. They finished the season like 11-0, but before that they were like 1-4 the last 5 games, 9-9 in conference. Obviously, Kimba, they went right. 2013 Louisville Cardinals. Russ Smith, y'all remember Russ? I know
Yeah.
y'all remember Russ.
He was different.
Okay.
Good team.
But then this conversation is tough for me because you have 2 repeat champions. So you have obviously
Florida.
the UConn teams the last 2 years, but then you also have the Florida Gators with my dog Al Horford and Noah and Corey Brewer and all of them. I thought they were impressive because they had, and you'll never see it in college basketball, they had the same starting 5 both years, both
I think
championship games.
they might have it. They were good.
That team was good.
God, they were good, bro.
We're-
Like,
I'm gonna be honest though. That Nova team that beat us,
was very good.
They're-
Nova team that beat the run they had, the teams I think
you
they
realize-
had to beat Kansas. They beat the Buddy Hill Oklahoma team, and then they beat us
and they beat the brakes off of
out of
Buddy's
Oklahoma.
team. Like so we
What year
had
was
that
that?
game where we went to overtime.
16.
Or we didn't go to overtime. But they
2016.
beat us at the buzzer.
Yeah, it was 2016.
Who else
It
they
was
play?
2016. I don't know, but all I know is their average margin
No,
of
they were
victory was
nice,
20
though.
points, and that was with a game of winning by 3. So
Hey, Hog, can you look up the run the 2016 Nova team had? Because I feel like they played somebody else before that too.
That was a good team.
They were good, bro.
but I don't is this me being biased, but I don't know if I can put another team above either the 09 or the 05 Tar Heels, bro.
A
09.
Rays group
Ray's group was different.
was
Yeah.
Race
different.
group
Different.
Yeah.
different.
I mean,
It sounds
And
like
They dominated that tournament.
dominated, and then played at the time Illinois was like 37-1
Illinois was tough.
going into the championship game.
they struggle with
Darren
Nova.
Williams, Luther,
Darren Williams, D. Brown.
They struggle
D.
with
Brown,
Nova.
Luther Head.
And they beat the shit
Oh
out
my-
of that Michigan State.
You
team.
remember that?
That's
What? How many? Who they play? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It got harder. It wasn't hard the whole way. No Diddy.
Wow.
I think I
Hold
gotta
on,
go
let's-
with that Florida group.
Ooh, the back-to-back
But
Florida
I
teams.
love that Carolina group. That group you said. Ray's group was so good.
Dude,
You know
they
what's
were
crazy?
Sean May
Yeah.
was as dominant a college basketball player. Like he was so good.
I think.
So
I
good.
think. Can you imagine 09 versus that Florida team?
Oh, they be Marvin Williams.
That'd be a dog fight. No, I'm talking about 09 with Hansborough, Dion against Joe Kim and fucking Al.
that would have been
What year was Ty Lawson?
That was 09.
that was 09.
And 09 versus who's their point guard? Was it Green? Yeah,
Torian
Green. Humphreys and Wayne. Then you got Danny and Corey Brewer. That's some
That would have
bump.
been
That's some bump.
I
So
didn't, you know what I
2005,
didn't
that
realize?
was the team.
And they could have been back to back.
2005. I didn't
like
realize 08 they lost. I didn't
Yes.
realize that they like I
Carolina
totally
could have been
forgot
back to
about
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carolina could have been
Like, they
back to
actually-
back.
And
Ty Lawson was.
that
The goods. He was the goods. He was the goods.
yeah.
Ty-
Hey,
you know
you're,
what the
you're not biased. Who's the best point guard come out of Carolina?
Ooh,
Putting you on the spot. Ray, you listening?
uh-oh.
The group chat.
Ray gonna be
make
here
sure y'all
Thursday.
give me this clip.
So I don't go back to Jordan's days. Should I piss Ray off?
Oh gosh.
Shaman Williams.
Ooh,
Wow.
so Dave.
Wow.
Me, I mean, it's got to be Ray, right?
I think it's right.
Who you got, Jax?
I love Ty Lawson too.
Yeah.
He just didn't have as long of a career as Ray,
I agree.
but Ty was that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ray
that
just because he's from
05
South Carolina, and I'm not trying to fight him on Thursday.
for sure.
Facts.
I would go Ray.
That 05 team. Yes, that 05 team was the reason I became a North Carolina fan. So
They were so good.
yeah, I'll say Ray. I mean, it is
Giving
tough.
Ray too much credit. Can't be Ray.
It is tough because Ty was a problem in
Issue.
college. I mean, and I think he would have been a problem in the league if he would have like really locked it in a little bit more. But
You know who I would put in front of Ty though? Ed Cota.
Ooh. Yeah, go talk. Yes,
I like it.
Ed Cota.
Ed Cota was that guy.
Ed Cota special. He's one of my favorite point guards ever.
Facts.
When I
Is
tell
that
you
is that the best Carolina team ever?
that didn't win it,
Like that's a team I fell in
Whoa.
love
the
with,
best
Jay Jacks.
the best Carolina
Well,
team to
best
never
team
win
in-
it.
it was
Rasheed
Kendall,
Wallace,
you tell-
Jerry Stackhouse, Ed
That was a
Cota,
freaking good
Dante
team.
Calabria.
that was a freaking good team. But
I'm
that
not
team
gonna hold
with
you, though. That
Kendall
20
and Harrison
that
and
2012
John
team.
Henson, that team was freaking good, bro.
Yeah, I just don't like new guys. Like that's why I didn't like you guys. You know,
That
Respect.
2012 team.
Respect.
Who was that? Who was on the Ed Cota team?
it was. I think it was Rasheed Wallace,
Ray. I mean, Hong. Come on, bro.
Jerry Stackhouse. Who's on the '95 Carolina team? I think 94, 95.
Don't worry.
Yep.
We're gonna pull it up. You know what I mean?
Jeff McGinnis.
So we got Stackhouse, Donald Williams. Whoa.
Donald Williams was tough.
Ooh.
Jeff McGinnis, Calabria, Shaman. That boy, hey, shout out Pat Sully.
Shout
Pat
out
Sullivan
Sully.
was on that team.
Shout out Sully.
Sully
Yeah,
is
that team.
still
Hold
sick
on.
about that to this day.
Guaranteed.
They played against better
But
teams. though.
but
on now.
Vince had a really good team too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Vince was
Oh,
supposed to
yeah.
be on that team.
Oh
well, not supposed to.
no!
Not supposed to. But if he would have stayed, I think if he would have stayed that year, they would have been all those guys plus Vince.
Was Mactar on that team?
No, Vince was Vince after that?
So if so, it was either Sheet or Stack. If one of them, if
No,
one of them
Vince
would have
was
stayed.
98.
Vince got there 95, 96, and he left in 99.
Okay.
So the best team that didn't win it. The best team that
No.
didn't win it would be between 12 and 95?
We talking about just UNC?
Yeah, just UNC.
Then yeah, it has to be between those because
Oh,
that 12
that's too far
team.
back for me. Antoine Jameson, Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Like, God, Carolina used to have such good teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
Okay.
God, dude.
The 12 team was Harrison Barnes, Tyler Zeller, John Henson, Reggie Bullock, Kendall Marshall, James Michael McAdoo, PJ Hairston, Dexter Strickland. That team was loaded too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You just named all McDonald's All-Americans.
Yeah.
They
Like that
were
team was
stacked.
freaking loaded.
They were
But
stacked.
if Kendall didn't hurt his wrist, they would have won.
They won a natty.
I can't.
They won a natty. I say 2012. I say 2012. We need this clip today. Who does to the Baja? Sophia, we need this clip right now. Not right now, but by the end of the day. 98.
Right
Go.
now.
Maktar.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Most memorable championship? Give me one.
Most memorable
For
championship.
Carolina?
No, just overall.
I mean, fuck.
Oh, I
the one I
can't-
was a part of, that shit
I,
was
I
ass.
agree. I can't. I agree.
I don't think.
Like, I'm
I don't
so
think
sorry.
there's.
Take that out. Take that out. Take that out.
There is
Take
no
that out.
one, bro. We gotta embrace this shit, Jack. So we went back and won it. So fuck it.
Yeah.
That's the most memorable one. bro.
How can I ask you two a question? And this is a serious
Campbell was
question.
nice.
It was a blowout.
Can I ask you a
yeah.
question? How motivating was that loss to that locker room?
It was such a weird dynamic because you remember we had to go in the back locker room. It's like we got demoted because we lost. So
We went to the
our
back
guest
locker room and MJ
the
came
guest
in
locker room. We went to the guest locker room after that game, bruh. But it made us closer though because we was in the dungeon, bruh. We was in the gutter.
That was the worst
practices,
locker
like,
room.
Did you guys stay longer in the summer? Like, were practices more intense, or did you guys change anything up?
I don't even know if I've ever said this. The only reason we made it as far as because this guy right here, when I tell you he was ultra locked in, he was so locked in all summer, bro. He was in the gym every night. Him and Kenny and Luke May, they would go to the gym every night. He would get shots up, and he would go to Old Chicago at night.
Shout
I
out
only
with
met him in the
Chicago.
Old Chicago part. I didn't go to the gym. Hey, I didn't go to the gym every night. I met him in Old Chicago though. Justin is Joel, we knew what Joel was gonna give us. But we made that next step because Justin was so locked in that summer. He knew he was like, I gotta go to the league this year. And he was locked in on the year, but he knew he had to shoot better. He knew he had to do so many things. He fucking won ACC Player of the Year.
But that hurts losing. Like,
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
remember.
no, there's no-
This is a totally different realm, but the reason I asked that is because I lost a state championship my junior year, and we brought the same team back.
Yeah.
And I remember getting home that Monday, and we were so locked in, and like there was nothing that was gonna stop us
Yeah.
from winning.
Our strength and
Yeah.
conditioning coach Jonas, I don't think he ever got on us that summer. Like
I don't
sometimes.
think you have to.
Oh no, there was nothing you had to do. Like we had a veteran group. We had juniors and seniors, and we had a couple freshmen. Tony that played was probably the only one there. But other than that, bro, there was nothing he had to tell us to get us more. Nobody missed weights. Nobody did anything crazy. We was locked in. But hey, listen, I told you, I give all the flowers to Jax. He turned it to a new fucking
That's
level.
the first time he's ever said something good about you, Jax. This is good.
That's what I'm saying. Like behind closed doors, that's my dog. Behind closed doors, that's my dog. But he, for some reason, he gets on
Hey.
camera or gets around his friends, and he wants
that.
to
Clip that.
kind of talk crazy. But no, it's I'll never forget, bro. That's the most devastating. The guy, Chris Jenkins, hit the shot. No lie, the confetti was coming down like as the ball went through
It was
the rim.
crazy.
That was nuts.
It was crazy.
Like, but to his point, it was like I threw my name.
Do we have the
I
clip?
think me and maybe Kennedy. I threw my
Yeah.
name into the
Oh,
draft.
Yeah, you did.
And like the whole process, like I had in my mind that I was going to come back, but it really cemented it whenever I met and Jerry West. I will never ever forget this meeting. Jerry West, we were sitting in a room. It was like how like I was meeting with who was he with at the time? Was it the Warriors? Might have been the Warriors.
State.
Golden State. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Golden State. And we're sitting there, we're talking, and he looks at me and he says, "You don't work hard enough." And I'm like, "Well, like I mean, I get extra reps up. I go back, I do this, do that." And he was like, "You don't know what real hard work is." He was like, basically like you need to go back and you need to learn what hard work really means. And I was like, I mean, that's the logo. You know what I'm saying? So like if the logo tells you that, like obviously I don't know what hard work is. Like if that's the case, right? Like so ever since then, like, what Theo was saying, like the strength conditioning, he would always give us like a week, like everybody off, and then it'd be like optional, and then it'd be all right, now we start our 7 a.m.s. And I think maybe I took 3 days off, and a bunch of guys did that. Like I think Luke, Kenny, those were just my roommates. So like that's kind of, they kind of just came along. But I mean, then like Theo, I think started whenever he was, when it was still optional. Like a majority of the guys started when it was still optional because we're always on campus.
Of course you did. Sure.
But yeah, motivation is at an all-time high when something like that happens to you.
And that's what it came down to. It was just like it was a follow suit because he could have easily left. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have been out of there. And when you saw the dedication of him, you're like, nah, bro, we got to get to it.
That's why
you just had to follow suit.
And I asked that question for numerous reasons. I think it's also like I'm in the training, I train players, whatever, and everybody will ask me, NBA teams will ask me, they're like, there's certain guys like that come in the gym and you don't have to rah-rah them, right? And I think certain, and that's the whole thing of like guys that work, like it's just there's no formula.
You got to fall in love with that part.
You got to love it.
What's his y'all know John Lucas, like the legend John Lucas, right?
Yeah,
He's in Houston. So I grew up like going to all his workouts, like all his stuff that he'd have.
You're a Houston dude.
I forgot you, Houston.
Oh God.
H-Town, holla at us.
Not even close to the Metroplex. Not
I told
even
you,
close, JJ.
We cooked your little brother when I was in middle school, right? I told you that story.
Damn.
Hey, watch your mouth, bro. What's up with you?
We beat him by 30. So
Keep going what you're talking about.
That's cooked. I ain't gonna lie.
But the DFW runs Texas.
Yeah, we do.
Runs it.
Anyways, so we're working out, and John Lucas, he looked at me. You know how he is. He's just
Crazy.
like over the top.
Super
at times.
Psycho.
Super blunt.
Says the F
But he
word for
looked
no
at me.
reason.
No, for no reason. Like
None.
he could be saying "I love you" and he's gonna throw one in there. Like it's like what are we? But he like looked. He looked at me at one time and he was like, because I think Chris Middleton was there. He was like rehabbing or coming back from something when he was at A&M, and he like pointed at him and he was like, "See, like great players don't need to be told that they're great. They just show up every single day and they are great." And when at the time, like I was a high schooler, I was like, okay, like I'm just trying to survive through this workout. But like now,
That's a great
it's
way
like
to
you
put
think
one of his
about it.
workouts.
Yeah.
Survive
His
through one of
workouts
his
are-
workouts.
His workouts are insane. It's like 4 days. It's the craziest things I've ever been a part of. But like that is kind of to your point. Like you see the greats, you don't ever have to tell them like, "Yo, let's get in the gym," or "Hey, let's go a little harder," right? Like you don't ever have to tell them that because they're already doing that because they know they have to do that to get to the, level that they want to get to. So that was kind of the whole team that next year. That's why it was redemption. And it felt good to win it and finally, cut down that net. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't it sick to be the part of the most memorable championship ever?
It's nasty because I had a nasty haircut too. I had a nasty goatee going. So every time it pops up, man,
It's tough, bro.
There's just so many things that you weren't doing great at the time.
yeah.
Who
Come
did
on,
he hit the shot
come
over?
on.
He's like,
Who did he hit the shot over?
Jax, you a weak side corner?
I was strong
you
side.
You strong side
I
corner?
was strong side because
What were
they.
you thinking?
They,
Who?
dude, I didn't
never-
know.
No, it
'cause
was Isaiah.
Me and Marcus.
Kennedy
me and
wasn't in
Marcus.
the game.
Yeah, it was Isaiah, Bryce, me, Marcus, and I think Joel. But me and Marcus's man, they like exchanged. So like we didn't know, we had never gone over that play or whatever they did. So we just like exchanged with them instead of just staying high. If we would have just stayed high, we would have at least been able to like stunt somewhat. But
But that
Yeah, it
was such a
wasn't-
weird play because it was like they're gonna shoot it. Like I mean, that was deep.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like toss back. I mean, great play.
Did you know it was good?
I had a feeling it was when I turned around and looked at the rim. I ain't gonna lie.
Why did the bullshit was the confetti, bro?
Wow, that's
Dude,
what
I've never
happens.
seen confetti fall that fast.
No, that's not what happens because we wanted it next year. They didn't pop the confetti till we was on the fucking stage.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Come on.
That shit was so corny, bro. It had me tight, dog.
I've been
That-
waiting.
that
We've been
joint had
waiting
me
for this
so
all
tight.
year.
All year,
Y'all
bro.
were taking confetti off.
Bro, it didn't pop the confetti
By
till
that time-
we got on the stage.
They
Yeah,
had
bro.
agendas.
By that time, we had our shirts on.
Yeah,
We'd
bro,
already
it was-
used the towel to dry off. Like it's
Come on,
like
bro. We're not even crying no more.
no.
We just, I was sick, bro. I was like, they gotta review it. Nope, shit was over. Shit was over, bro.
But
That was a good one
No,
though,
man.
bro.
Yep.
Jax, big game tonight. Kansas, Houston. Who you got?
you know what? Let's get a little interesting. Give me Kansas, man.
Oh shit.
Oh, bro.
Shout out Zeke
go.
Mayo.
Who you got?
I'm going Kansas. Even though I think Houston's gonna beat them by 30, but
We're gonna beat these niggas by 30.
That's definitely in the back of
I'm
my
gonna go
mind.
Kansas.
We're running them
100%.
out of the gym.
yeah.
I'm going Houston.
100%. Houston's
We're
a
100%
problem.
Running them out of the gym.
Houston's good. Like really good.
Who you
Go
got?
Cougs. Who, me?
No,
Who do I have?
no, not you. Not you,
Oh, I was
Cowboys.
gonna say-
He's got
I got
Syracuse, right?
He said what?
What?
My God.
He's serious. He say Syracuse.
I'm done with him, bro. Jax, we appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate y'all boys, man.
See you
For
on
sure,
Thursday,
brother.
my boy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, before we get out, shout out Adam Sandler for showing up to the Oscars.
Oh yeah, that was
Like he ready to
hilarious.
hoop. Bro, that's a real hoop getter right there.
For sure.
Shout out to Noor for winning Best Picture of the Year. It's a good movie. But anything else before we close out?
We good, bro. Hey,
Find-
listen,
Find the rest of your jeans before
Oh.
we come back.
Let me be 25, bro.
All right.
Angel Reese, don't call out somebody on their
Oh,
field
yeah.
goal percentage,
oh
bro.
my gosh.
Yeah,
That's nasty. You the
Like-
last one that should be talking.
no comment.
Over here throwing the ball up at the rim and chasing it and shit every time you do it. Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, no comment.
Bronny, keep doing your thing, boy. The fuck. All right, that's another episode of To the Baja. Well, show of To the Baja. We'll see y'all on Thursday. Appreciate the love. We out. Peace.
Peace.